Hello, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. My name is Todd. This is the Reaction Stream. If it's your first time here, hit that follow button. If it's your 80th time here, welcome back. I appreciate it greatly. We have 5 amazing member-requested videos for you today. Looking forward to them. I hope you are as well. We'll go through that lineup in just a quick second. But before we do, how about we talk about ToddReacts.com? That's where all these members are. That's where all these members have reacted. That's where all these members have requested. There we go. I'm trying to do stream without caffeine. I don't know how well it's going to work. I think when I'm reading, I'm going to really be suffering, and I'm probably going to need caffeine halfway through this. But we'll try. We'll give it a shot. So that's where all these members are signed up and requesting videos. So certainly join today. Check out the tiers. All of them that you see before you are video requesting tiers. There's a little bit of difference here and there, so go ahead and read carefully. And of course, the winter collection's available right now. Go ahead and check it out. Inclusive sizing, tons of different colors to choose from, all that good stuff. And then we have the accessories as well that you can peruse. Ships worldwide, 15% off for ToddReacts.com members. So go ahead and check those out. And of course, last but certainly not least, in addition to the Discord, the YouTube channel. This is where I don't even know what to describe this as. I guess this is like the main hub, really. I'm on Twitch streaming this live because Twitch allows this. YouTube, not so much. YouTube, I got, I think, 2 streams in, and they're just automatically were like, nope, you're done. I was like, all right, I guess we're sticking to Twitch. So these are streamed live on Twitch, so if you want to hang out, join the chat, all that good stuff, certainly do so. Or just watch a later date. We have timestamps on the YouTube channel, and if you're already there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it greatly. Over 14,700 of you have already done so. As you see before you, there's over 1,200. I don't even know how to say that. There's 1,200 there. That's what I'm looking for. 1,200 videos in the backlog. Go ahead and check it out. And of course, I like to mention this every once in a while. There is a ton of playlists. So if you're looking for something specific, chances are you'll find it. And I think, yeah, if I hit the live stream, I only made it 2. And on the 3rd one, they brought me down. They're just like, no. You can't do this. All your videos have copyright music. Literally all of them. And what's funny is it was Smosh that broke the camel's back on that one, which is weird because you would think it would be a compilation or something like that. But for some reason, it was Smosh. So go ahead and check out the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And last but certainly not least, check out the Discord. It's free and available. I think we're at 300 and... Oh, let's just check, shall we? I think we're at 317 members. For some reason, I can't see it on the desktop version. Doesn't make any sense. But 317 members in the Discord, which is impressive because it started with literally 1, me. It was a very sad and lonely Discord, but all of you have joined, and I appreciate it greatly. So if you haven't joined it, check it out. Very nice environment in there. If you're worried about it or anything like that, maybe if you had bad experiences with Discord, I promise you it's a good one. I promise you. Money back guaranteed. No, I'm just kidding. It's free. It's free to join. Join us in there. Friends have been made, all that good stuff. And we do the monthly Discord stream. So we actually, it's crazy. Well, connecting the audio to Discord is a literal nightmare, the desktop audio. But I do it because I want to create a beautiful, little perk to having the Discord, and it costs nothing to join, and you can be a part of the stream. But it is a little bit of a pain in the butt, I'll be honest. The technical aspect of it is atrocious. But it is pretty cool how you can actually watch a live stream in there. And that gets posted to YouTube a month after. So when the next one comes in April, I'll be posting March's. So you either can wait a month or you can join the Discord. Either way. And if you're a member of the website, ToddReacts.com, you get to watch it early and see the replay. So there you go. You have all these different locations. and all these different benefits. But go ahead and join us in there. Friends have been made, as I said. It is a lovely environment. So if you're worried about it or nervous about it, please just join. Just join, check it out. Don't feel nervous about posting or, anything like that, talking to people. It's a great environment. We're very welcoming. And the mods are great. Shout out to the mods, of course. They're wonderful. They help a lot. And let's go ahead and look into, shall we? Let's go ahead and look into that lineup. What do we got? What are the videos? You probably know because you looked at the title. So, spoilers, I guess. But we're going to start off with One Tree Hill, and then after that we have a This Is Us compilation. And then after that we have 2521. I believe I've reacted to that before. It sounds familiar. I mean, it's hard to forget 4 numbers spelled out. It looked familiar as I was typing it. So we'll go ahead and check that out. And of course, with all these videos, we'll add a little context with some articles and find out what the shows are about, et cetera, et cetera. And then we have 2 back-to-back Dan and Phil videos. One of them, KickThePj, trying to read Dan and Phil's minds. I have no idea what that's going to be like. Who knows? I don't think I've seen KickThePj ever before. So this will be interesting. This will be a first time for sure. But the other Dan and Phil is just, I'm assuming, a fever dream. That's just what I kind of gather from it based on the thumbnail, and you'll see that soon. So let's go ahead and jump into these. That's the order, of course. But happy Friday. I have a bit of good news. PJ is their longtime friend. Nice. Very nice. Cool. So we'll get to see, who they're friends with. That's always interesting, right? I actually, I got a new job. I applied for it, and I got it. And it's literally with the same, I'm not changing company. I'm not changing, outfit, department, anything. But it's basically just a different job and a bit of a promotion. The title is, I'm now a senior citizen. I'm officially a fossil. I am old. I am decrepit, that kind of thing. But I finally made it. I appreciate it. PJ and Phil are friends from like 2007. Dang. That's a long time. That is a long time. I know all of those years. I know every single one of them, actually. But good week. I hope you enjoyed the St. Patrick's Day themed stream. That was a lot of fun. So I was having a beverage during that stream, correct? And we won't go into what beverage, but I was having a beverage. And literally halfway through, I was like, oh boy. This is putting me to sleep. Unfortunately, I'm in that weird time in life where it's like either you are out and enjoying yourself and you're like awake for it, or you're at home and just having like 1 or 2, and all of a sudden you're just like, well, I think it's time for a nap. It's brutal. It is so brutal. Oh my gosh. Same without, it is so disappointing. I used to have like 1 sip and I'd be like, all right, who's ready for the rest of the night? Let's do it. Let's go crazy. And now it's like, it's about that time. Nap time, bedtime, whatever. And I'm just like, oh man. So halfway through that, I hope it wasn't apparent. I really hope it wasn't. But maybe you can see me start to like fade halfway through that stream. What's up, Rack? Welcome in. Glad you're here. Glad everybody's here. Let's jump into that first video. It is One Tree Hill Tribute. Parallels, script, and cinematography tribute. Ooh. We get a little technical to start. Interesting. Let's go ahead and read the description. Why not, shall we? It says, I've been working on this video since Easter. This was posted in July of 2016, so quite a few years. And I finally got around to finishing it today, so it was a couple months to do this. I wanted to try something different as all my videos are character or relationship based. So instead of focusing on specific characters or ships, as they do, or whatever I decide to focus on, One Tree Hill tribute on themes, places, quotes, parallels, and the general cinematography of the show. Honestly, I love it. I love it. It's so interesting. It's a different take. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and bring this up and jump in. Love when fans do specific things. You can tell how much they care. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? It's been kind of an eye-opening experience doing this. I had no idea these even existed. That's how, like, in the dark I was. No idea fan edits were a thing. Had no idea, really, of fandoms. That's the crazy part. Like, that's kind of been an introduction as well. I don't know. I just... hard to describe to people that obviously either are in fandoms or know of fandoms. Being on the outside of that, I would literally just watch a TV show or a movie and I'd go, that was really great. You know what? I really love that. I can't wait to see it again. And then that was it. No thinking of the characters, no shipping anybody, nothing. Like, I was really a normie, I guess. A noob, if you will. But kind of crazy being introduced to this and realizing it's like a curtain opened. It's like, you know, the Oz, the wizard. Like, all of a sudden the curtain opened and you're just like, oh my gosh, what have I been missing out on? All right, let's jump into this. Used to edit Dan and Phil back on Vine. Oh my gosh, Vine. Crazy. It's changed a lot. It has changed a lot. But it's kind of funny how, you know, Vine might have died, correct? But musically, TikTok, shorts, reels, whatever, it's all kind of, you know, the grandchildren, great-grandchildren of Vine. And I've heard that people are trying to bring Vine back, which I don't think that's going to work because people have moved on. And really what only sticks is to what the younger generations go towards. And I don't think they're going to go towards Vine. I really don't. Those of us that remember Vine, remember it fondly. It was awesome. It was one of the funniest platforms ever. If you ever need a refresher, or maybe you've never seen or heard any Vines, please go to YouTube and search up Best of Vine compilation or something like that. You have got to do it. There are so many hilarious 6-second, maybe even less videos that will just kill you. You will absolutely die laughing. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. I do it every once in a while. I hop on YouTube, I'm like, Vine compilation. And then I try to see how many I can remember.
My name is Lucas.
It was
Scott.
unbelievable.
I'm a senior at Tree Hill High School. Tree Hill is just a place somewhere in the world. Maybe it's a lot like your world.
Actually,
Maybe it's
for timestamp's sake, I probably shouldn't just go off on a massive tangent and then start the video. There's only one Tree Hill parallel script cinematography tribute. I think I should probably do that. Yeah. Okay.
My name is
Here we
Lucas
go.
Scott. I'm a senior at Tree Hill High School. Tree Hill is just a place somewhere in the world. Maybe it's a lot like your world. Maybe it's nothing like it. But if you look closer, you might see someone like you.
At this moment, there are 6,470,818,671 people in the world. Some are running scared. Some are coming home. Some tell lies to make it through the day. Others are just now facing the truth. Some are evil men at war with good,
Do you ever think maybe it just got to be too much for her?
and some are good, struggling with evil.
Maybe she just got scared of needing somebody too much.
6 billion people in the world. 6 billion souls. And sometimes,
There's a day when you realize that you're not just a survivor.
all you need is one.
You're a warrior.
What happened to us, Keith? How did we become so broken?
We fell in love. And at some point, the people that we loved forgot to love us back.
And if you're lucky, if you're the luckiest person on this entire planet, the person you love decides to love you back.
The boy
Oh my gosh. Like, this is hitting so hard. Like, it is, number one, the cinematography is beautiful. And I'm realizing that more and more as these shots go by. I'm like, dang, they didn't have to go that hard. Like, clearly, I think what happens here is maybe the show doesn't quite call for it. You know, the cinematic and, like, interesting shots and stuff like that. I think that is literally just the directors or the cinematographers, like, having a moment. Because obviously the rest of the show doesn't need that, because a lot of the show is just dialogue, right? Going from one person to the other person to the other person, maybe down the hall, up the hall, over the shoulder, you know, face on kind of thing. Most of the show, you don't need that. But every once in a while, like, these transition shots between, like, the school, and now we're at the repair shop or whatever, the mechanics. And then in between that, you do, like, this interesting, like, fade, I don't even know what to call it, like, fade swipe at a tree, and we have, like, the sun, have, like, a sun glare, and, like, there's all these elements that you don't quite make note of because you're so interested in the story and the personal elements and the ships and all that stuff that you kind of lose track of it. But if you string them all together like this is doing, it is impactful. It is wildly impactful. It makes it seem so different, like almost a theatrical trailer in a way.
I love protected the girl I love.
That's very often the case with movie trailers. They try to add as many cinematic shots as they can to get you interested.
Did you ever wonder what it would be like if you weren't you anymore? If you were suddenly gone? How would your world react?
Gave up on me.
I used to be somebody. What the hell were you thinking?
Then how come every time I see this?
Every time I see Nathan like that, in obviously the wheelchair and the longer hair, I always think of Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump. Oh my gosh. Oh, man.
Stupid book! I buy it!
And I should have walked away, okay?
Lieutenant Dan,
I know
ice
that.
cream.
And I didn't do it.
I was trying to help you.
He's on the damn door under me!
And now I'm nothing. I don't need your help.
So you want to spray paint Dyke somewhere? Don't you dare blame me!
And I have nothing.
Every stupid damn time! Do it on my walls. You knew her. You cried with me when she died.
Are you out of your mind? He killed Keith. He shot him.
I must be to fall in love with you.
And why won't you ever just let me all the way in?
Spray it on me. You use her as a punchline for a joke to hurt me.
Do not touch her.
Backstabbing, two-faced bitch me!
You said I was great.
You're the one with the drug problem.
Anna, it's not about who I am. Okay, it's about who they are. They are people who hate and they divide and they
Lieutenant
feed
Dan,
off
you ain't got
people
no-
that don't fight back.
I said that I loved you and that I did want to marry you someday. And oh God, Luke,
But
I
Lieutenant
wanted
Dan,
you
you ain't
so
got no-
bad. But you gave up.
4 years ago, it all seemed so clear, didn't it?
Sometimes it feels like it was yesterday.
Being in this hallway feels like it was yesterday. Conquer the world, save the world, live happily ever after.
That feeling that you get at 17 or 18 that nobody in the history of the world has ever been this close.
Where are you at, Big Brooke?
Has ever loved as fiercely or laughed as hard. or cared as much.
Sometimes. A daughter is not supposed to have to earn her mother's help or her love. It is supposed to be unconditional. You know, the bad guys lie to get in your bed. And the good guys lie to get in your heart.
Was there an echo just now? I saw 2 different audio streams giving audio for that same video, and I'm like, wait a minute. Is there an echo currently going on? That's not good. I turned it off, so we only have one audio source now.
I want to draw something that means something to someone.
Save him and then save me, please. He's just a boy. And he loves you. And so do I. You took my life and you turned it into mine.
It's not just a word. It's who I am.
Well, I won't be afraid anymore. I'm gay.
Absolute cinema.
That's what I'm afraid of. Not being enough. Not good enough, not smart enough, not pretty enough.
I'm gonna tell you that I'm sorry for being such a disappointment. I'm just going to tell you how sorry I am for all the trouble that I've caused.
Silence only makes them stronger.
There's nothing romantic about death.
I mean, how many moments in life can you point to and say, that's when it all changed?
Only thing wrong with love, faith, belief is not having it.
I had no idea we were going to start this
You
intense.
are not alone. Okay, you have me no matter what.
The boy saw a comet. The boy saw the comet, and he felt as though his life had meaning. And when it went away, he waited his entire life for it to come back to him.
What you do matters,
Yeah.
and how you do it matters.
True, yeah.
It's the oldest story in the world. One day you're 17 and planning for someday. And then quietly, and without you ever really noticing,
That's the crazy part.
someday is today.
Yeah, that's nuts. All right, let's not make us feel
And
old.
some days yesterday.
Let's not end on that note.
Hill, Jamie Scott.
And this is your life.
It's your home.
Unbelievable. What a compilation. What an edit. Oh my gosh. That was, number one, the song definitely adds to it. Song makes it everything. The timing of the clips, as was said, I totally agree. Very epic. That was the most intense teenage coming of age drama trailer I've ever seen in my life. Like, if you were to show that to somebody, they'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this show to come out. It's crazy. There's guns and drugs and everything. Cars coming off bridges and people getting smacked and death and relationships and public abuse and just a crazy laundry list of everything you could possibly think of. Like, that was so intense. Good grief. If that was a movie, I'd be stoked. I'd be absolutely stoked. Obviously, we would have seen most of the plot. There's no movie trailers that are like 7.5 minutes, but pretty awesome. That was very cool. Very, very cool. Time well spent on that one. Oh my gosh. Excellent video. Link down below in the YouTube video description when this posts to YouTube. For the original video, go ahead and throw it some love. Also, check it out. Check out the channel. If that is that epic, I'm assuming they have other ones, right? And if you see any good, request them to be on stream, please. All right, let's go ahead and pull up some One Tree Hill information. We've gone over a lot, obviously, but found a little bit newer stuff here. This was actually updated a couple weeks ago. Kate is reclaiming One Tree Hill after speaking out against its toxic culture. In 2017, 18 brave women from the One Tree Hill cast and crew wrote a letter accusing showrunner Mark Swan of sexual harassment via Variety. Among them was musician and actor Kate Vogel. I think that's how you say it. Apologies if it's not. Who played Mia on the show from seasons 5 to 8. She was just 19 years old when she first stepped onto the set. In an interview with Refinery 29 Australia, she says speaking up about the toxic culture was both cathartic and needed. It was the whole cast and crew of women who came forward with the letter together, which was really powerful, Vogel said. There was a pretty difficult toxic culture at times, and that was very challenging, especially coming into it after the show had already been going for a few years, and being new and younger than everyone. For the singer, it was important to give fans context as to what the challenges were on the One Tree Hill set and potentially give others, victims, the confidence to come forward. We didn't want people, quote, who've always been through things like that to feel alone. We wanted them to feel like they could speak out or they could seek whatever help they feel like they needed in order to process the trauma. As a musician, she also turned to music to amplify her story. In 2017's single Shoot This Arrow, Vogel's lyrics paint the story of how she could no longer be silenced by those who previously had power over her. Quote, I always want to write a song that helps somebody feel like they're not the only one who's been going through something. And I feel like that whole Me Too movement, we were just hoping to sort of help. Even some of the girls on the show reached out to me privately and were like, that song really helped me with all this crazy stuff we went through. So you know that's what the music is about. Currently on tour with One Tree Hill star Tyra Hilton, who played Chris Keller on the show. While they've toured together before, this is the first time they've made their set list all about the teen drama, with the music of One Tree Hill tour delighting fans across the globe. One Tree Hill did take on this whole new life after the pandemic and during the pandemic, and does really feel like we're reclaiming the narrative and sort of telling the story the way we want to, and talking about the things that were meaningful to us about it, the singer says. We get to tell the story kind of through our lens and all that, which I think is fun for the fans to hear. Does really feel like we're reclaiming the narrative. That's awesome. Very cool. Although some actors prefer not to talk about projects they did when they were younger, it's probably best not to ask Jacob Elordi about the kissing booth. Oh my, he was in that? Oh my gosh. I do not remember. The One Tree Hill cast have embraced the show that shot them to fame. You know what, though? I totally get it. I totally get it. You know, some people really can't watch themselves on film. Matthew McConaughey just recently said that he can't. He's only seen Interstellar once. What? That's wild to me. Yeah, I mean, add into the fact that you're also younger filming something. Add that to the fact you don't like watching yourself, and then you get older, and then you look back and you're just like, oh my God, I was so young. What happened? I can totally understand. From the Drama Queens Rewatch podcast created by Hillary Burton, Sophia Bush, Bethany Joy Lenz, to James Lafferty, Chad Michael Murray, and more attending fan conventions, it's kind of neat to see the fandom fueled by the actors we grew up watching. Quote, some of these conventions are really fun because you get to see everyone and everybody really supports each other and is really cool about promoting each other's creative projects. We keep in touch with just about everybody. We go through seasons of seeing some folks more than others, but I just love every single person I ever worked with on that show. Obviously, not everybody, right? The women of One Tree Hill are particularly close, especially after going through a traumatic experience together. There's a group text chain that's active to this day. I'm grateful that we've got a giant girls group text. And I'm really grateful for the sisterhood and the tight-knit community that we have. Well, that's sweet. That's nice. Why rewatching One Tree Hill in your 30s hits different. Boy, this is a bit poignant. What once played as a melodrama now feels like a surprisingly nuanced portrayal of generational trauma. Oh, man. I first watched One Tree Hill at the tender age of 13. Jeez. At the time, I thought I was watching... Actually, I might have been around there, too. I thought I was watching it just for a glimpse of my crush, of course. Oh, my gosh. Chad Michael Murray. I just remember Chad Michael Murray being on every Nickelodeon Kids' Choice show, award. It seemed like he won everything, just cleaning up, right? But after rewatching it in my 30s, I was shocked by how much of myself I saw in the characters, the relationships, and storylines. We don't need to go over what it was about. Speaking of Chad Michael Murray, of course, the first picture she posted was Chad Michael Murray. As is bound to happen during a rewatch of the Naughties show, of any Naughties show, I was surprised by the toxicity of One Tree Hill, especially during the earlier seasons. Take the plot, or the pilot plot, if you will. When Lucas and Nathan's sibling rivalry sees them playing basketball to win a prize. Said prize? A night spent with Nathan's then-girlfriend Peyton, which he generously refuses to claim. Misogyny, fatphobia, slut-shaming were rampant throughout the show. While watching Season 2, I was surprised to see Lucas's friend Marvin exhibit incel-like behavior and entitlement when rejected by female characters. I also hated seeing Brooke and Peyton being relentlessly characterized as damsels in distress. Toxicity wasn't reserved for on-screen moments either. In 2017, Hillary Burton accused showrunner, of course, Mark Schwann of harassment and assault on the set before other cast members and crew signed an open letter attesting to the behavior. Schwann has never spoken publicly about the allegations. Newsflash, probably won't. Probably won't. There was one character who held a particular significance for me, Dan Scott, Nathan and Lucas's father, who was unsettlingly realistic depiction of toxic parenting. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you've heard me talk about Dan Scott... Oh my gosh. Oh, brutal character. Brutal character. He played it so well. Played that I'm going to run your life. Nothing you ever do is good enough. I'm the greatest character just perfectly. It was like a classical musician playing violin. It was just beautiful. It could make you cry. Or in Nathan's case, literally. His relentless pressure on Nathan, manipulation of Lucas, emotional damage he leaves behind feel heavier with age. Without delving too deep into my personal archives, I can relate to fractious family relationships. This storyline now feels like a surprisingly nuanced portrayal of generational trauma, exploring how parental expectations can shape and warp young people's identities. Even during a rewatch, it's clear that the slow-burning romance between Lucas and Peyton is the show's emotional backbone. The relationship unfolded across years of bad timing, heartbreak, personal growth. By the time they finally reunited in Season 6, it felt like the culmination of one of the show's most defining love stories. I'm not seeing a lot of Naily talk in here. Interesting. Not a single mention of Naily. I know some people that are going to have an issue with that. That's funny. That is funny. Oh my gosh. It is kind of interesting watching back shows or content that we haven't seen in a while. And it can age poorly. It can age not at all. It can age actually pretty great as well. There's some things, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember watching some things and going, you know what, this is getting better with age. You know, understand a little bit more. You have a little bit more life experience. You can relate to the adult characters and the kid characters, because even though you're an adult, you always, you're always able to relate to kids and see it through that lens that you've already been through, right? So by getting older, you get a little bit more added to your lens. You can go back in time, you can look at the current and kind of absorb all those weird nuances. Excellent show. Terrible what happened with the showrunner there. Jeez. You know, you're expecting good things to happen on sets and, you know, you don't really expect it. That's the crazy thing. Like, yes, obviously, after the headlines and stuff like that, you come to expect it now. But before all that, and, you know, if you're not really keeping up on these kind of things, you just expect things to work normally. And then when stories or headlines come out, you're just like, oh, gross. That's how they're living? That's what's going on behind closed doors? Like, I thought this was a place of work. Yeah. Unfortunately, I guess that's the case when there's a lot of money involved and power, I guess, power dynamics, etc. But yeah, it can get really gross, apparently. Unfortunate, but it looks like they're doing well. You know, they're talking about bringing it back. So that's cool. Is it a reboot or a sequel? I guess it's maybe not like a reboot, because that sounds like they're redoing all of it. I guess just kind of bringing it back. Should be good. Haven't heard a lot of information about it recently, but I'm sure it's still in the scripts. Oh my gosh. All right. Who saw that post by Sarah Michelle Gellar that they're not doing the Buffy reboot, or the Buffy sequel, if you will? Terrible news. Terrible news. Oh. I wonder who put the I wonder who really pulled the plug on that. You know, was it the network? Was it, I guess it's Hulu. Was it Hulu? Was it the showrunner? Who pulled the plug? Did they just not think it was good enough? Like, did they shoot a pilot? Do they have a pilot? Were they looking at it and going, this isn't quite what we expected? Like, how did that work? Was it too much money, maybe? They're expecting too much money? I have no idea. But hopefully we get some more context to why it didn't work out, why it was pulled. Someone check on Phil. He loves Buffy. Exactly. Exactly. Somebody check on Phil. Hope another company picks it up. I feel like Netflix picked up Lucifer when Fox canceled it, right? I feel like Netflix is the best chance. I don't think HBO or anything like that would pick it up. But I feel like Netflix could be bartered with. Seeing them pick up Lucifer after I was so extremely mad that Fox canceled it was huge. Huge. They gave them an extra 8 episodes or something like that. So hopefully they can pitch it to somebody else. I have a feeling they're going to talk about it on Hard Launch Pod on Monday. Probably. Probably. If he's as big of a Buffy fan as you all say he is, yeah, I would definitely see that coming. ABC, they picked up Grey's Anatomy and 911. Oh, that's true. Yeah, maybe. Actually, that would be kind of fitting. Wait, what channel was Buffy originally on? Was it on Fox? Or was it ABC? I don't remember. It's been way too long. USA? No way. It was on USA? What? No. That cannot be accurate. The WB. Okay. WB later picked up on UPN. Okay. So it's got a little bit of a history. Would ABC pick it up? Maybe. I guess it just depends on how good the pilot can be. What are they doing with the story, kind of thing. I wish we would. I wish we had like an insider or something that had the script and could tell us like what the script was about, if it's any good, that kind of thing. Like, dang. If you give him a random episode, he can tell you what the name of the episode was. That's unbelievable. If you say season 3, episode 2, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think they were so tight-lipped on that. I don't even think we have any sort of like preview of what it was going to be. But that's unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate. Let's move on to the next one after I'm depressed that Buffy got canceled. Oh, gosh. I was looking forward to it. Honestly, I was. That would have been quite the blast from the past. But let's go ahead and jump into this one. This is Us to Build a Home, as you see before you. Is it on 1080p? I think it is. Should automatically do it. Yeah. Here we go.
You ever think of yourself as an old man?
Let me grab my tissues, right?
Like sometimes I try, and I can't. I think it's hard to picture myself outliving Dad, you know?
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls, and window sills, tables and chairs warmed by all of the dogs.
He's already been gone for 20 years.
This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel at home.
He's already been gone longer than we had him.
Don't ever stop. Don't stop trying to make me see myself the way you see me.
Okay, Katie girl. I noticed that.
Want to talk to your dad?
Actually, no, I'll just talk to him tomorrow.
That's great. Look at you.
Here it is. My favorite tree.
Hey, back.
Hey, listen to
Get
me.
that man some oxygen. Stat.
I meant what I said before. You're gonna live forever. You're gonna live forever.
Okay, Jack.
Branches were sown by the color of green.
That means
Ground had a rose, then past its knees.
I'm gonna go first.
By the cracks of his skin, I climbed
Kirsten, can we sit?
to the top.
Yeah, sure.
I climbed the tree to see the world.
Your husband went into cardiac arrest.
When the guys came around to blow me down,
It was catastrophic, and
held on as tightly as you held on me.
afraid we've lost him.
Oh my gosh.
Mrs. Pearson, your husband has died.
Jack.
I don't know how any of this would work without you. I can't do this without him.
It's my fault.
Not without him.
I'm the reason that he's dead.
But for many of us, he was the first lizard we ever knew. Didn't know we'd never see him again.
Ladies and gentlemen, he will. He'll get up. Kevin Pearson will walk again just in time to bury his beloved mother. That'll keep him down for good this time, right?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's not over. Oh, boy. These two scenes back to back is heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. This one. And then that. Oof. Been through that. Not fun. Would not recommend. It is brutal.
Why is this?
Unfortunately, we all have to go through it, but
This is where you find out.
hate to bring you into it, but we all go through it.
I want my kids to be okay, Mel. I want my family to be okay.
We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay, babe. I promise you we're gonna be
I know.
Start a petition to stop editors from using that song. Oh my gosh. Oh, geez. That is just unbelievable. Jack's death has to be one of the most shocking and heartbreaking, wrenching moments in the history of TV. Do you want to talk to your dad? No, I'll just talk to him tomorrow, crying. Oh. Yeah, that is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. Oh my gosh. I think anyone who's lost anybody that they enjoyed spending any time around kind of goes through that realization that conversations stop being, back and forth and they start being one direction. So I think they're still worth having. I think it's wise to still have those conversations, even though somebody is not there to answer. But it is painful. It is absolutely painful. The show is the most heartbreaking, entertaining, and fun-loving piece of television that I've ever watched. I had to make a tribute for it. Editor says, sorry for the pain. Oh my gosh. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Also check out their channel. They might have other heartbreaking edits for you to cry to. Maybe they have some joyous ones in there too. They might. I'm not guaranteeing it, but they might. Let's go ahead and pull up some information on This Is Us, kind of get a refresher, because I believe I've reacted to it before. I don't think it was quite the heartbreaking edit as that was. Good grief. Oh my gosh. You know, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. What makes life interesting and worth living and adds value to life is the fact that it can literally end this second. That's crazy. But it's true. It can literally end this second. It can end tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever. That kind of adds importance to it, right? It makes it valuable. And yeah, it's a tragedy, of course, when that kind of stuff happens. And unfortunately, we all go through it, literally. Everybody you've ever read about in a history book has gone through it as well. So it's just one of those things that we all share. It might be a singular act, right? There's nobody else there when we take off, but we all take off. That's the key thing to remember. Damn, Todd, you're going to make me cry. Hey, the edit had a lot to do with that, okay? The music. I'm just kind of commenting on it. Yeah. Watching edits like that always get me in my feels. Always. Without a shadow of a doubt. This Is Us is an American drama, heavy on the drama, apparently. Television series. Aired from 2016 to 2022, follows the lives of families of two parents and their three children in several different time frames. Oh, man. The fact that it covers all those different time frames from, birth to death is just... That is difficult to deal with if you're a fan of the show. It was filmed in L.A. NBC picked it up. 18 episodes. Oh, beautiful. 18 episodes. Love that. 2 additional seasons of 18. 3 more seasons. 6 would be the final. All right, the series follows the Pearson family over multiple decades. Siblings Kevin, Kate, and Randall, known as the Big Three, are followed in the present day, while non-linear flashbacks show their children and young adult lives with their parents, Jack and Rebecca. Kevin and Kate are the 2 surviving members of triplets born 6 weeks premature on Jack's 36th birthday in 1980. Their brother Kyle was stillborn. Believing they were meant to have 3 children, Jack and Rebecca decided to adopt Randall, an African-American boy born earlier that day and brought to the same hospital after his biological father, William Hill, abandoned him at a fire station. Jack dies when his children are 17 due to a heart attack during a fire at their home. Rebecca later marries Jack's best friend, Miguel. Ooh, I don't know about marrying the best friend. That gave me kind of a weird vibe. I don't like it. I don't like it. I understand. I get it. But also, no. Also, no. Okay? Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Randall becomes a successful finance professional, marries college classmate Beth. They raise 2 daughters. Later adopt a older girl. Kevin becomes a successful actor while struggling to be taken seriously after lacking direction much of her life, Struggling with obesity, Kate meets and marries Toby, pursues a career in music, gets a degree, becomes a mother. Most episodes feature a storyline taking place in the present and a storyline taking place at a set time in the past. Some episodes are set in one time period or use multiple flashback time periods. Flashbacks are often focused on Jack and Rebecca in the 80s, both before and after their children's birth or on... Man, I could not watch this show. I could not watch it. It would absolutely crush me. Absolutely crush me. Oh my gosh. I think about this stuff enough as is. I don't need to watch a show about it. It sounds like a great show. It's a great concept. I love that. But in reality, it's too close. It's too close. I don't want to deal with it. These scenes usually take place in Pittsburgh, where the Big Three and their parents are born and raised. As adults, their homes vary more widely. Kate lives in L.A., Randall and his family are in New Jersey, and later Philadelphia. Kevin relocates to L.A., to New York City, and back again, with a brief return to Western Pennsylvania along the way. Various other time periods and locations have also served as settings. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Show also uses occasional flash forwards to a later time period where the family gather before Rebecca's death. In the second half of the final season, contemporary narrative advances over several years to meet the flash forwards time period. Oh my gosh. I do not want to get too attached to these characters and then see them die. And then have flashbacks to when they were young and enjoying life and ignorant and all that stuff. Or innocent. Oh, that is heartbreaking. I'm starting to understand why this show is heartbreaking. Let's see what we got here. Critical response. It's always interesting. Rotten Tomatoes reported a 92% approval rating for the first season. That's very high. Series overall received an average rating of 94. That's quite impressive. Entertainment Weekly gave the show a grade B, calling it refreshing, respite from the relational violence and pessimism that marks the other buzz soaps that had bubbled forth from a culture of divisiveness. All right, how many viewers are we averaging here? Let's see. When it first aired, first season was averaging 10 million. Then it went up to 13. Wow. Then it went back to 10. 7, 7, 5. Okay, so it's hard to keep over half the audience for the entirety of a show. But the fact that it kept half is not bad at all. Even into the later seasons. That's impressive. That is extremely impressive. Okay, so the regular time slot was Tuesday at 9 p.m. Honestly, I can't think of much happening at Tuesday at 9 p.m., so that's pretty good. That seems like a pretty good time slot to be in. Not as competitive as like a Sunday or a Saturday or whatever. Friday, I guess, is the other. I think it's Sunday and Friday are the most competitive. 10 This Is Us moments that made fans cry. Okay. 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 The video makes people cry. These articles are going to make people cry. Oh, gosh. We're starting off very strong here. Known for its emotional storytelling, more crying, wonderful. Thank you. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Shout out to the mods for for getting us a little emo right here. Storytelling and ability to evoke, powerful emotions, often reducing viewers to tears. Are you crying yet? I feel like saying, well, you will be. You will be crying. Number 10, Rebecca and Jack lose the baby. I mean, starting off very strong. That's the pilot episode? No. Oh, God. How? Oh, my gosh. That's the pilot episode, losing a baby. Oh, jeez. Digs into the grief of losing someone long before Jack or Rebecca die. In fact, This Is Us's pilot sees the couple losing one of their triplets during childbirth. The very event that prompts them to adopt a Randall, but even having 3 newborns to care for doesn't ease the pain of Rebecca and Jack's loss. It will never ease the pain. There's no easing that pain. It's enough to bring on the waterworks every time. Nothing like starting from a extreme low point. Number 9, William dying of cancer. Season 1, episode 16. I feel like most of these are going to be death. Sees Randall tracking down his biological father and getting to know him. Unfortunately, the relationship is short-lived as William dies of cancer not long after. That is crazy. Oh. You finally track down your biological father, and then he immediately passes away. That is... Oh my gosh. Number 8, Kevin confronting Randall during his breakdown. Many or most of heartbreaking moments on this show revolve around characters' death. Well, it's a good starting point for tears, isn't it? But the season 1 scene that sees the weight of Randall's problems hitting him all at once is a tearjerker for different reasons. While William's terminal illness that we talked about just 2 seconds ago contributes to this breakdown, Randall also faces an overwhelming amount of anxiety surrounding his marriage and career. Number 7, Kate introducing Toby to Jack. Season 1, Episode 5. Centers on the Pearson family's love of football, and after an entire storyline of Kate acting strange about Toby's invitation to watch the game, she reveals that Jack is dead in This Is Us' future timeline. Scene runs parallel to a past storyline of Rebecca and Jack deciding to have kids, and that makes it even more tragic when Kate pulls out Jack's urn, which she typically watches the game with. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I definitely can't watch this. Definitely can't watch this. I'm sure it's a beautiful story. I'm sure it's wonderful. It's too much. Too much. Oh my gosh. To his credit, Toby takes the news well. A green flag for his and Kate's early relationship. However, the complex mix of emotions during this moment is sure to leave some viewers misty-eyed. Yeah, that's a little... Oh boy. Moving on. Number 6, the group therapy session. There are many moments from Kevin's addiction storyline that will evoke tears from viewers, but the group therapy session the Pearsons partake in during his rehab stay is among the most hard-hitting. Fifth Wheel sees the seemingly happy family finally airing the long-buried feelings, with Rebecca, Randall, and Kevin all saying hurtful things to one another. Rebecca's final outburst about her kids abandoning her is heartbreaking from all ends. Cause viewers to cry along with her. Number 5, Deja's departure. Season 2, Episode 10. Deja's decision to leave the Pearsons and return to her biological mother is a tough one, and it hits Randall harder than anybody else. Departure during which she says farewell to the family she's come to love is hard to watch. Well, of course. I mean, how wouldn't it be? Number 4, Rebecca's family meeting. Season 6, Episode 7, Rebecca uses a family holiday to tell the kids how she wants to end her end-of-life care to unfold. Oh, boy. Happy Thanksgiving. During a holiday? Oh, my gosh. I get it, though. They're all in one place, right? It's the best time to tell anybody anything because everybody's there. But, oh my gosh. She sits the family down and tells them who she wants to be in charge of her care before giving them her final request, that they won't allow her the progression of her Alzheimer's disease negatively impact their own day-to-day lives. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Season. Number 3, Toby tells Kate he sees it. What? After going through the pain of Kate and Toby's relationship woes and divorce alongside them, oh boy. It's a relief to see Kate finally moving on in Season 6. Toby tells Kate that he'll never see the good in their divorce. All of this is tragic, but viewers are likely to cry happy tears when Toby calls Kate just before her wedding. He tells her he finally sees the bigger picture, marking a bittersweet moment that proves there's always light in the darkness. Number 2, Rebecca Pearson's death. Yeah, I'm sure that's brutal. Let me guess. Number 1, Jack's death. Just going out on a limb there, just really guessing. By the time Rebecca's death happens in season 6, viewers already know it's coming. But that doesn't make it any easier to stomach. Finally succumbs to Alzheimer's disease. Not only do viewers get emotional responses from the children, but they are treated to an episode that sees a younger Rebecca struggling to move on. Jack returns to help her say goodbye to her life and children. Oh my gosh, I bet that is super emotional. Super emotional. Love persisting even after death. Well, there you go. Number 1. Who saw that coming? Did you guess it? Were you right? Of course you were. Number 1, Rebecca finds out about Jack's death. Jack's death will forever be one of the saddest moments. And Rebecca's reaction, excellently brought to life by Mandy Moore. I thought that was Mandy Moore. Makes it all the more tragic. Although viewers know Jack is going to die at some point during the show's run, the suddenness of his passing speaks to the fragility of life. As does Rebecca's complete disbelief. It feels as though Jack is perfectly fine one moment and gone the next. That's the craziness. It can absolutely happen that way. Maybe you know somebody that happened to. It's strange. It's very strange. It feels as though Jack is perfectly fine one moment, gone the next. That's an accurate portrayal of what it is to lose someone, unless it's like a long, drawn-out illness or whatever. The rawness of Jack's death is palpable, and the moment Rebecca realizes he's gone will always be a tearjerker. Of course it will. Never a fun thing. It is never a fun thing, but unfortunately, we all go through it, and it is coming for all of us. It's a brutal thing, and we try not to think about it. That's kind of the human condition, right? We put it in the back of our heads. We're like, someday, way in the future, maybe. And obviously, that's a good thing, because if we were thinking about it constantly, we wouldn't do anything, and we'd just be a mess. We'd be a puddle on the floor, right? If we were thinking about it constantly, we would not live a life. But, of course, we all should have a healthy understanding of it, and be prepared for the fact that it could happen, right? There is no preparing. There is no preparing. I'll say that again. There is no preparing. I myself personally thought I was preparing, and there's no preparing. It's raw. It's hurtful. It's awful. It's terrible. It's all that awfulness mixed into one, and it is not fun. It is not fun. But I think there is no preparing, but you try to kind of, prep yourself for thinking of those moments that, that are going to come. But when you're in the moment, you realize you just got to feel. That's it. Whatever that is, whether you're angry, sad, confused, hurt, mildly like not feeling anything, that's totally fine as well. Like it is what it is. You just kind of live through it. I think that's the most important thing, though. You work your way through it, whatever that is, and then you find yourself on the other side. And what is the other side? The other side is literally just going on with life, and then every once in a while, just know that you're going to get hit with like a semi-truck of emotion. Every once in a while, it'll find you, and you'll just deal with it, and you'll move on. It is unbelievable. They say time heals everything. No, it spaces apart the pain is what it does. It adds a little gap. And the longer it goes, maybe the longer the gap goes. But there is no healing from that fully. Obviously, there's healing, but there is no full healing from that. It will hit you in your feels every once in a while. And it's just something you deal with. You deal with it, and you just kind of, move on. That's the beauty of life. And what helped me tremendously is just remind yourself the person that's gone would want you to continue going, want you to live a normal life. They wouldn't want you to be, just sulking constantly for 20 years after the fact. They want you to move on. They want you to have a good life. So you do that to the best of your ability. Might take a little time, but eventually you get there. Willie Nelson has a song that says it's not something you get over, it's something you get through. Indeed, that is a beautiful, beautiful lyric by the one and only Willie. By the way, can't believe he's still with us, but pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, you know? That's one of the... Willie is one of those where you're just like, he's still here? That's awesome. I don't think he'll ever go, okay? Never. But, yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it is something you just kind of get through. There is no getting over it. And I've said this before, it's like this beautiful... I didn't see Billy Bob Thornton having this, like, deep thought or whatever. This deep, really incredible thought about death. But he basically said it should hurt because that's how much you love that person, right? You know, if it doesn't hurt at all, was there really a connection there? So he looks at it like, you know, the harder it hurts, the more, you know, we were connected and that kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And he goes, hey, if I feel like this for the rest of my life, that's what that person deserves. They deserved all my love. They deserve a piece of my heart that they'll always have. So it's kind of a beautiful little sentiment there. Making music about gay cowboys. I love Willie. Nice. Very nice. 10 best characters in This Is Us ranked. All right. We'll kind of run through this. I've gone on tangents here. Dealing with the emotional fallout of This Is Us. Oh my gosh. Number 10, Toby. One of the more complex characters. Fans were annoyed by his silly nature and self-deprecating personality, but then fell in love with how wonderful he treated Kate. Made her see her value, and in doing so found confidence in himself too. But things became complicated once he started focusing on his fitness, and when their child was born visually impaired. Toby's inability to cope while Kate took on most of the responsibilities changed opinions about him. Number 9, Tess. Important character, particularly as a teenager, providing a realistic depiction of a unique teenage experience, goes through highs and lows, makes mistakes, pushes back against her parents. Classic, right? Storyline brings attention to the relationship between Beth and Randall when she is the subject of conversation between them, sheds light on unconscious biases parents and others might have been dealing with, a child who identifies as a member of LGBTQ. In one scene, for example, Tess points out that Beth and Randall have no issue with the idea of Deja or Annie dating, but do with Tess since she's with a non-binary person. Character was important for representation and inclusion. Number 8, Miguel. Starred as the most hated character, with fans unable to accept that Jack's best friend would take up with his wife after his passing. Finally, somebody said it. Finally, somebody said it. Oh my gosh. Kids didn't seem to approve of the relationship either. Of course they wouldn't. However, when Miguel's backstory is finally told in the final season, fans understand how things happened and gain a greater respect for Miguel. He was there for Rebecca when she desperately needed someone, never crossed the line even though he wanted to, until sufficient time had passed. Bright light in the family filled with drama. Fans grew to love Miguel for the way he always played mediator or knew when to back away and let them solve things on their own. Number 7, Kevin, played by Justin Hartley, who I can't remember what the heck was he in. Oh my gosh, this is driving me nuts. I've seen him before. I've seen him before. I just can't remember what he was in that I saw him in. Oh, so much to unpack about Kevin, successful actor who managed to fulfill his professional dreams, wasn't quite as successful in his personal life. as seemingly some actors are plagued with. He lost his longtime love because of his philandering ways. Man, stereotypes are true, huh? Crazy. Seemed to live with regret about it. Kevin was prone to self-sabotage with his battle of addiction. Oh my gosh. This is like the most stereotypical actor ever. Came to head, causing friction with the family, but this all made Kevin very human. Indeed. He was beloved by his nieces, adored by his mother. Seeing Kevin come into his own, however, as a dedicated father and caregiver for his mother, and making the right decisions for his family made fans fall in love with him even more. Number 6, Kate. Dealt with so many issues, suffering through eating disorders, her weight for much of her life. Flashbacks as a teen show what she went through with an abusive boyfriend as well. How much she suffered following the death of her father. When she met Toby, things started to go well. Nikki. Much of the series, Nikki was spoken about but never seen, aside from in flashbacks, mainly as a young child. As the show progressed, he was part of one of the biggest twists. Nikki was not dead, as everyone thought. He was very much alive, though not necessarily well, filled with anger, hatred from the war, and PTSD as guilt and regret for not being able to reconcile with his brother. Nikki lived life as a recluse. Fans loved watching the character blossom. Nice. It's a good ending. Number 4, Randall. There's a reason Sterling Brown won an Emmy for his role. Endearing as the uptight, anxious, yet always infectiously positive Randall Pearson. Realness to him when he expresses how mounting pressures affect him. Most notable in the scene when he breaks down in a panic attack. His brother Kevin is there to comfort him. Number 3, Jack. While only ever seen in flashbacks since he passed away when the kids were teens, Jack was the figure watching over all of them and that they constantly remembered. So much of what he did and said in the last impacted the moves the children and Rebecca made throughout their lives. Flashbacks to when the kids were young show how supportive a husband and dedicated father he was. Jack had his share of demons, struggled with addiction. He fought his way back. Perfect partner to Rebecca despite their tough times. Dang. Number 2, Rebecca. Head on her shoulders all the time, not only blessed with a child, but blessed with triplets. When one died in birth, she grieved while also celebrating, obviously, her 2 newborn babies. She took on the responsibility of not only caring for these 2 babies, but also newly adopted one. Rebecca held everything together and everyone together after losing her husband. She had to pick herself up, do the best she could as a single parent. True definition of a selfless mother. Number 1, Beth. Perfect balance of sweet and kind, yet strong and fearless. Her kids were comfortable enough to go to her with problems, but knew that if they did something wrong, probably have it easier with Dad. Beth could manage the eccentricities of the Pearson clan, including Randall, while also knowing when she should step aside and let the big 3 kids deal with their own issues without getting involved. Even when she did, however, she usually had a hilariously clever comment to whisper under her breath. That's nice. That's nice. Oh my gosh. Emotionally draining. I'm sure there's a lot of also like really funny, fun, lighthearted moments in there as well. Obviously, if it was all a downer, that show would have lasted half a season. People would be like, all right, I'm done. I'm tired of feeling this way. Obviously, there's a lot of fun in there. But boy, kind of seeing them all kind of encapsulated in one video and then reading about all the deaths that occur and the really rough trauma that a lot of these characters go through, it is, oh my gosh. It's a lot to process. It is a lot to process. I bet it's done well. I mean, literally one of the actors won an Emmy for it. I bet it's done extremely well, but I'd be nervous about just how emotional this gets. I don't need any extra. Thank you very much. All right, let's jump into the next one. This might be a tone shift. I'm not exactly sure. This is 2521 TikTok compilation. This is a bit of a longer video, so strap in. It's about 29 minutes, almost 30. But let's go ahead and jump in here, and then obviously we'll look up more information about it and all that good stuff. But let's go ahead and jump into this K-drama, right? Yes, it is a K-drama. I love how I didn't even... I was so ready, so traumatized from that last one, I didn't even bring it up. All right, here we go.
난 널 사랑하고 있어, 마이클. 옆에서 오래 보고 싶다. 이런 사랑도 해보자, 나이도. 코딱지 네가 붙인 거야? 시간 너무 크다 이거.
나 아니거든.
진짜 예쁘단 말이야.
Let me hear it.
네가 춤을 가르쳐주는 대신 네가 할 일은 매일 아침 유리미 라커에 음료수를 넣어주는 거야. 유리미가 좋아하는 그 소나무 음료수 알지?
매일 아침 걔 라커에 음료수를 넣으라고?
걔라고 부르네? 너 혹시 유리미한테 악감정 생겼냐? 그럼 이 수업은 못해.
그럴 리가 없잖아. 야, 내가 고유림을 좋아하는 세월이 몇 년인데.
효과 없는 놈 있어?
é o brabo da putaria.
네 꿈을 뺏은 건 내가 아니야. 시대지.
나 펜싱에 재능 있어. 그래서 시작했어. 지금은 슬럼프지만 충분히 극복할 수 있고. 저 좀 받아주세요, 제발. 그리고 나 딴 거 다 필요 없어. 그냥 펜싱이 좋아.
이 좁은 바닥에서 내가 네 이름을 부를 정도면 그게 네 성적표야. 계속 기분 좋긴 한데요.
힘. 시대가 니를 돕는다. 날도.
엄만 정말 나를 안 믿는구나. 나는 날 위해서만 최선을 다할 거야. 내 노력은 나만 아니까.
니를 위한 모든 훈련은 끝났다.
저 오늘 한 번도 안 져요.
수고했다.
내 꿈은
mercilessly getting people. I don't even know. What do you call when you win?
이 라이벌 되는 거 얼마 안 남은 것 같아서.
She's just out there like Captain Jack Sparrow, just ding, 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 ding.
Kitty, you better not be dead. If someone hits you with their car, I'll chop off their head. Motherfucking right, I'll shoot their ass, kitty. I'll put it down for your ass, you got me feeling shitty.
What? I don't know what song that is, but I need to add that to the playlist. What the heck was even that?
네가 빨랐다고 믿는구나.
I have a feeling you got everything you wanted, and you're not wasting time stuck here like me. You're just thinking it's a small thing that happened. The world ended when it happened to me. I have a feeling you got everything you wanted, and you're not wasting time stuck here like me. You're just thinking it's a small thing that happened. The world ended when it happened to me. When it happened to me.
I absolutely love this song. It hits. Very much like To Build a Home.
살다 보니 별일이 다 있지. 큰일 치렀네. 큰일 치렀어. 나이도 선수 어제 경기 아주 멋졌어. 어? 금메달 축하해.
No, the watermelon got in my eye, actually. I think it was a seed or something.
네가 자꾸 그러니까 내가 어떻게 해야 될지 모르겠잖아. 나 요즘 너 때문에 너무 괴롭단 말이야.
가까워질 수 있을 거라 생각했는데 허락되지 않았어.
나만 봐. 정성미남 아니지만 네 스타일. TV에 나오는 사람 거리감 느껴져.
그럼 다시 좋다 해야지.
아 진짜 뭐야?
아 진짜 뭐야?
Uh-oh. She's small but angry.
너 지승원이랑 대체 무슨 사이야?
불알 친구야.
남녀 사이에 친구가 어딨어?
아 그런가? 그럼 승환이는 친구 아니고 제 종교예요.
Doom, 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 doom. Someone's in here. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, someone's in here.
유림이가 들으면 속상할 거야.
진짜 고유림이랑 뭐가 있긴 하는 거야? 고백은 해봤고.
고백이란 말만 들어도 심장이 터질 것 같아.
심장이 여기.
Oh. He's like, it must be indigestion.
너 지금 공부하는 거야? 왜 그래? 고유림이 뭐가 어쨌다고? 화장실에 숨어서 담배나 피우는 것들이 고유림을 입에 올려?
They have to play each other? That's crazy. Crazy.
티 받지 말고 쓰고 가!
어릴 때 기억이 꽤 오래 간다.
I gotta say, this has been a solid mix of songs.
아니, 난 여전히 네가 두려워. 아이도.
해봤다고?
아니야.
뭐가?
이진이 형. 진짜 짱이야. 야, 시끄럽건. 타고났다 이거죠?
쟤 지금 백이진 보석 종조 따라가.
Towel's a deadly weapon if you know how to use it.
세상
That is a
모든
fact.
아름다운 것들을 탐해.
엄마는 갔잖아. 고등학교 때 친구들이랑 바다. 엄마 앨범에서 사진 봤어.
내가 고등학교 때 바다를 갔다고?
설마 기억 못하는 거야?
기억 안 나는데?
Jeez.
영원한 게 어딨냐?
Like I said, killing it with the songs here.
건 잠시뿐이고 더 올라가는 거야. 그렇다고 해서 그게 나쁜 것만은 아니란다.
나 없어도 지금처럼 친하게 지내고 있어야 돼.
let them eat cake.
That's such nonsense. I would never say that.
This. You know what's interesting is the fact that this too, like the previous one, This Is Us, shows life in different stages. It's almost like perfect that they're back to back. I did not do that on purpose.
정말 행복하지 않을게요. 정말 죄송합니다.
I feel like we've all been there. That is so relatable. Oh my gosh.
앞으로 나랑 놀 때만 그 아저씨들 몰래 행복해지는 거야.
I'm sure we're taller in other dimension. You say we're small and not worth the mention. You're tired of moving.
나이도.
Your body's aching. We could vacate these places.
This is such a good combination as long as one is somewhat depressive, you know, that kind of thing, and then the other one is just sunshine in flesh, basically. It's such a good pairing, but it can get a little one-sided. You gotta like meet halfway on some of that sunshine. That way you don't burn out or, you know, bring down the person that's seemingly happy. And
하는 선생님이 계셨어요. 딱 터지도록 맞아도 학생들은 할 수 있는 경우.
then again, it's also difficult to do that. So it's kind of a weird balancing act.
무슨 죄책감으로 살지 생각 안 해봤냐? 항상 네가 옳고 네 말이 다 맞았는데 지금은 아니야, 승환아.
징계 대신 폭행을 당한 걸 감사히 여기고요.
폭행? 야, 너 말 조심해.
떼면 손 조심하세요.
Dang. Boy, you can tell what the older times are because of that cell phone. Oh my god.
인생에서 1년을 버릴 만큼 이 문제가 너한텐 중요한 문제니?
My mom had one of those phones.
미안해. 헤어지는 법도 알아야 돼, 승환아. 부러지는 법만으로는 세상 못 살아. 알아.
Facts. Facts.
근데 아직 그게 잘 안 돼.
I don't think we really think about that very often, but there are moments where you're just like realizing, wow, I'm glad I handled it that way, because if I handled it any other way, it would have destroyed me. We're usually not that like meta, like thinking about ourselves in that kind of way, but sometimes we really nail the reaction.
너 아니었으면 진짜 세상 떴어, 재미없어서.
Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride. It's been a long day.
반장은 이만 되자. 막 엄청 영원할 것처럼 사진 다 찍어놓고
영원한 게 어딨냐? 모든 건 잠시뿐이고 전부 흘러가는 거야.
그렇다고 해서 그게 나쁜 것만은 아니란다.
That's a deep line. That's deep. That is so deep. Everything's temporary. Nothing lasts forever. Unfortunate and fortunate reality. That's a positive as well as a negative. Just depends on what it's referencing.
날 위해 살지 마. 널 위해 살아. 날 위해 사는 거. 우리 가족 하나로 다 충분히 먹자.
알겠으니까 가자.
너 화났잖아. 먼저 가.
웃기지 마. 무슨 상황인데 나 혼자 두고 가는 건 없어.
When you have a fight, but you're still enjoying dinner together.
나는 아직 13살에 머물러 있어.
I saw a short or reel or whatever that was it was a girlfriend or wife, I have no idea, cooking, and it was after a fight, and it was him like sneaking up behind her, like just checking to see if she's making dinner for one or two after a big fight. And of course she was making two, because just because you're fighting doesn't mean you don't love that person. There's different levels of this thing, of course.
난 아직 13살에 살고 있어. 밀어내려면 똑바로 밀어내. 너도 다 잃을 각오로 선 똑바로 고. 그 전엔 안 가.
내가 갈게.
삥 뜯겼니? 그럴 거면 운동은 뭐하러 하니? 안 맞고 삥 뜯기려고? 다 갈 데 있어. 싫어.
This seems like an amazing coming of age story.
The room is on fire, invisible smoke, and all of my heroes die all alone. Help me hold on to you. I've been the archer. I've been the prey. Screaming who could ever leave me, darling? But who could stay?
We have definitely surpassed our Taylor quota.
이런 상황 익숙하고요. 그걸로 됐습니다.
Who could ever leave me, darling? But who could stay?
모민이야, jest baren. I was out until
Correction, did have a book.
기억 안 나? 너 아지트에 갇힌 날 누가 구하러 왔는지.
Everybody's saying that you're no good for me. Your friends all swear that you changed, but I still keep it OG. Just could be a reminder of how it all used to be. So
희도야, 괜찮아?
나라도 사랑해줄 거지?
I'll think about it. I'll consider it. You know, I'm reevaluating. I'm weighing options.
Isn't it strange how some friendships just fade? People who once felt like family become names you scroll past.
I'm sure we've all gone through this.
As often. At one point, they were everything. The late night talks, the endless laughs, the secrets you swore to keep. Back then, you couldn't imagine a day without them. But life happens. Different cities, different...
That's kind of the craziness of leaving school that nobody really tells you about. You know, everybody's so focused on their career and going to university and even past university, then it's just your career and people are focused on that. And you don't realize just how unfortunately rough that transition is of being, you know, however many years that is, being with people your own age constantly. I mean, especially during like elementary school, middle school, high school, whatever. You're constantly going to a place with people your own age. You have friends there. You have acquaintances. You have enemies, whatever. But you have people, you're surrounded by people your own age. You relate to things the same. If you have classes with friends, you go to lunch as friends. You know, do things after school as friends. You have all that free time. You do a little homework here and there. And then you graduate and all of a sudden everybody's going their separate ways. That happens twice. Before university, people go their separate ways. They go to different schools. They go to different countries, states, provinces, whatever. Enter, you know, your regional dialect there. And then after university, they disappear as well. They go their own ways. They work at this company. Maybe you get to see them on the weekends. Maybe they're busy that weekend with somebody else. Maybe they get into a relationship. They stop coming around. They stop hanging out with you. You message. You call. Nothing. It's kind of unfortunate. You know, you kind of get a little jaded going through that. You're just, you know, just look at people a little differently. You're less, you know, whimsical with it. But, you know, there are some people that stick around and they make the point of sticking around. And that really is the case. Like, you really have to make it a priority to keep those friendships going and all that stuff. Because if you lose it, boy, it's hard to find friends when you're an adult. If you're young and you're watching this and you had no idea, I'm telling you right now, it is hard to make friends when you're an adult. You are busy. You're tired. They're busy. They're tired. They have other people they have to spend time with. You have other people you need to spend time with. It is increasingly difficult to find those times where you can, you know, hang out or whatever. So, you know, nurture those relationships as best you can. Hopefully the other people do as well. So you can continue being good friends and amazing friends and all that good stuff.
Different dreams. The calls get shorter.
Different cities, different dreams. Yeah, exactly.
One day,
this is very true.
You realize it's been months since you last spoke, and neither of you is reaching out. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak. Not loud or messy, just a gentle.
Have not made a friend since high school. Boy, they do not tell you that growing up. That should be, I swear, that should be something that's mentioned. But yeah, it's difficult. It is really difficult. I had the privilege, I guess, of going to university and making friends there, and I'll say this. I think it was friends of proximity is what it was. Sharing a same space, maybe a dorm room, maybe they lived on the same floor, maybe they went to class together with me and a couple classes when you get into your majors or whatever. But I would say I haven't had like a deep best friend since, oh boy, probably high school. Yeah, same. I mean, other than that, it's everybody's just got their own thing to do, and it becomes really difficult to make that time and reach out. And have they reached out? Am I the only one reaching out? And then you just assess it that way, and you're like, wait a minute. I'm always the person that initiates it, or maybe you're not the person that initiates it. And you're dealing with that. It is extremely difficult after high school to make friends. You can have some pretty good friend/acquaintances/ proximity friends, as I call them, at university. Maybe they last, maybe they don't. But same thing with high school. As soon as you graduate, people disappear. They go their own way. They do their own thing. They're moving away. I moved. That's probably why I didn't keep in contact with anybody. I literally moved after high school and after university. So at that point, it was just like, all right, I don't live anywhere near these people. It's going to be a little tough to keep a friendship going, and it was. So yeah, it's just, you know, the beauty of the internet is the fact that you can make friends online. And, you know, maybe someday you get to meet them. Kind of strange. I met somebody that I used to stream with on Tumblr. So before doing this, I streamed. Tumblr had like a live thing for like a year. And I saw that as, this was before I started live streaming on Twitch and shifting the YouTube channel to streams with timestamps. I saw that as a way of like learning the ropes before like going into this full time, because I was deathly like had no idea what I was doing. I was willfully just out of my league. So I was like, all right, I'll just kind of hop on here every once in a while and try to get comfortable in front of a camera live, because it's different. It is very different. Like there is no, oh, hold on, let me stop it real quick and then, you know, edit that part out and post and all that stuff. Like there is no post. I don't edit any of these. It's just, it is what it is. So I actually literally last weekend met somebody who I used to stream with years ago. Crazy, right? Super fun, enjoyed it. It was awesome. And sometimes it kind of works out that way, and sometimes it doesn't. So you never know. But the internet gives us this ability to connect with other people and make friends and all that good stuff. So at least we have that, I suppose. It's so much easier to make friends online. I don't know, but I guess you're not actually speaking face to face. That's true. That is true. It is a lot easier. I think because you usually start from like a common interest, right? You're either part of a Discord group and you're enjoying the same channel or whatever, or you're on, you know, Reddit and you're in the same subreddit and you're enjoying whatever topic that is, or I don't even know. Like you're playing a video game online and you're obviously both like that same video game and you kind of meet that way. Like there's so many ways, whether it's through Instagram or TikTok or whatever, there's a lot of connection capability of, you know, finding a common interest before you ever talk to them. So it's kind of like an easy way to make friends, and I've definitely found it to be the case.
Maybe that's the hardest part. Knowing that not every
Although it's kind of tricky because eventually you're like, you know, this would be a little bit more real if it was face to face. But then you realize, oh wait, that person lives in Narnia. That person lives on the other side of Narnia. And it's going to take crazy amounts of money and time and planning to figure out how to meet them.
It happens slowly until they're final. And all you're left with are memories of who you both were. back when you were inseparable.
I don't know what that's from, but oh my gosh, is that unbelievably correct.
이름이 뭐야?
희도. 나희도.
혹시도 모르잖아. 내가 네 피부를 이용해서 장사할지도.
한 발자국 더 멀어지지 말라고.
나는 힘들면 힘들수록 숨는구나. 연락은 다 피하고 여기서 이러고 있을 줄 몰랐네.
Seems like there's some very real moments in here.
마음이 좋다.
그리고 전 여친 소식은 어떻게 말해드려요?
뉴스로 볼게.
지난달에 이진이 만났어.
Crawling back to you. Never thought of crawling when you had a few. 'Cause I always do. Maybe I'm too busy being yours to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through. Crawling back to you.
좀 늦었지만 축하해. 그리고 늦었지만 결혼 축하드립니다. 나이도 선수.
감사합니다.
Oh, this is just adorable. This is just adorable. Oh my gosh.
하지 말고 내 옆에 있어.
그렇게 어릴 때 우리도 너무 혼자 뒀어. 아가
내 옆에서
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh my gosh, we are just on Heartbreak Row right here. This is crazy.
엄마는 나한테 그런 존재야. 대화하고 싶지 않은 사람.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. I feel like we've been through something. Oh my gosh. That first One Tree Hill video was so intense. And then the last one, This Is Us, super emotional. Death, all that stuff. And then this, 25-21. It's so... Lost love, missed chances, all that stuff. Good grief. Link down below in the video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Also check out their other videos. They might have other ones that might interest you as well. Oh my gosh. We're going to make such a hard turn for these next two that we're going to come out of that funk. We're going to come out of the feels, and then we're going to be feeling great. So we're going to end on a high note, a funny note, a positive. But these are really, yes, they are sad. They're emotional. They're, unrequited love, lost love, missed connections. But, those stories hit. Those stories are a hit. And why? It's because we all kind of go through the feels. PH. Feels. Oh, God. Yes. Well played. These kinds of stories are important because, well, we go through it, right? Very relatable. Even if you haven't had a lot of experience in love, you've probably had crushes before. You've probably, wanted to say something to somebody and never did. Maybe they felt the same way about you. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they never thought about you. And that's painful. Maybe you've asked people out and got rejected. Maybe you've, saw somebody years later after you've, moved on, or maybe they moved on, and then, you got those feelings, PH feelings, come rushing back, and you're just like, oh, what could have been? What should have been? If I'd just gotten up a little courage, or gotten out of my own way, or didn't, was ready for something when I wasn't ready for it, kind of thing. It's very relatable. Life is very much love. Whether it's love for family, love for friends, love for others, love for partners, whatever you want to call them. That is a lot of life. Whether you want to admit it or not, whether you like it or not. Sometimes we're just in our single life and we're just like, I don't need any of that. Keep it away from me. I'm just out here enjoying my time, enjoying whatever. And then all of a sudden you get hit by a love truck. And maybe you're crushing on somebody. Maybe you like somebody. Maybe, you see somebody and you start to hear that, romance songs start to play in your head. You're just like, oh my God, who is that? You never know. These things hit you 100 miles an hour when you least expect it. It's very strange like that. Maybe you're actively searching for it. That could be a ride. That can be a ride. I've never actively searched for it. Yeah, that's not something I've ever really prioritized. I was just, in my head, I was like, it'll happen when it happens, kind of thing. But I know a lot of people that are either now or have actively searched for love. And that can be a process. That can be heartbreaking. That can be rewarding, obviously, if you find it. But yeah, a lot of it. So these kinds of stories are, very relatable, even though they might absolutely make you die and cry and bury your head into a pillow after you finish watching an episode and you're just like, what is this? What is my life? It's, it's all part of the process. 2521 is a 2022 South Korean television series. Depicts the romantic lives of 5 characters spanning from 1998 to 2021. That's a heck of a time period. Premiered in 22, available to stream on Netflix. Commercial hit, became one of the highest rated dramas in Korean cable television history. That is impressive. Highest rated series on cable television. This is Korean, South Korea. Where is it? Where does it rank, I bet? 36. Good grief. That's pretty high. It's in the top 40 of all time. Nationwide household rating. Oh my gosh. So you're telling me 11.5% of the households in South Korea watched it? That it seems like a large number. That seems like a rather large number. Boy, the world of the married, 28%. A third. Almost a third of the country. That's pretty impressive. Tells the story of a married couple whose betrayal of one another leads to a whirlwind of revenge. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. All right. That came out during the pandemic. Everybody was home to watch it. And it sounds really insane. So, interesting. In 1998, Na-Hee-do is a member of the school fencing team. But due to the IMF crisis, the team is disbanded. To continue pursuing her passion, she transfers to Taeyang High School and later manages to become a member of the national fencing team. Yejin's family had gone from riches to rags the other way. Oh boy. And is separated due to financial crisis. He is forced to take up several part-time jobs and later becomes a sports reporter. In present day, Na-Hee-do's daughter quits ballet and runs away to her grandma's house. During her stay, she comes across her mother's diary, through which the story is then told. Ooh, okay. Okay, kind of a weird way to betray somebody, you know, betray a little trust, dive deep into somebody's diary. That is a social faux pas from what I consider. You're not supposed to open those. You're definitely not supposed to read them. And I would say probably don't make a television story out of it. You know what I mean? No, it's not obviously based on real people. But if it was, that would be extremely, invasive. Only 16 episodes. It's pretty good. Running time 80 minutes. Boy, those are long. That's nice. So it's basically like 18 movies in a way. 8 life lessons we learned from the K-drama 2521. All right, let's get to it. Know your worth. Hee-do lets neither her mother's nor Yurim's disparaging remarks about her fencing skills dissuade her from working towards her goal, becoming a champion. Take this to heart. She loves fencing, knows she's good at it, and sets out to prove all the naysayers wrong. Confidence eventually rubs off on her arch nemesis turned BFF. Encounters a restaurant owner who refuses to give her food and calls her a traitor for representing the Russian fencing team. Firmly demands that she be served, telling him, just like how you earn money selling, I'm not even going to attempt that word. You can see it in the photo there. I'm earning money by selling my abilities. Just because I changed my nationality, our country didn't get sold, and it did not cause your business any trouble. Give me my food or whatever. I'm not a trader, but a customer. By standing up for herself, she succeeds in getting her bowl of noodles. Okay, it's noodles. Let's just hope he didn't spit in her food. Yeah, I would not eat that. I understand the principle, and I would definitely get the noodles, but I don't think I would eat the noodles. 100%, definitely not. Stand by your moral values and principles after witnessing a teacher repeatedly strike her best friend, Ji-woong, in the face. What kind of teacher's doing that? That's crazy. Seung-won decides she's had it with his constant physical abuse towards students. She reports his behavior to the police and her school's principal, only to learn that the system won't punish the teacher for his actions. When the unrepentant teacher tries to blackmail her into apologizing to him in front of the entire school, Seung-won resolves to drop out of school in protest and take the GED instead to get into college. While many moms would likely encourage their kids to give in and stay in school, Seung-won's mother respects her decision, and a display of solidarity with her daughter storms into the faculty lounge and reprimands the school staff, even threatening to file an official complaint with the PTA if the abusive teacher doesn't apologize to Ji-woong. It's at this point that we learn that Seung-won gets her gumption from. Nice. Very nice. Like mother, like daughter, in a beautiful, beautiful way. Your natural talents may show you the way to your passion. Ji Woong used to run a street fashion website, and he turned that into a business. Many have likely heard the well-meaning people tell them to follow their passion. Follow your dream is what I heard. That was the common phrase to young people. Follow your dream. Okay, good if you have a dream. Bad if you don't have a dream and you have no idea how to get a dream. That is the type of reality I was living in. Follow my dream. What dream? Am I supposed to have a dream? Who's handing out dreams? I don't know. I still don't know to this day. It doesn't make sense. Follow your dream. Of what? Working? I don't have a dream of working. Not at all. That's not even top 5 dreams. Top 10, top 20. If you're dreaming of work, do whatever that is you're dreaming of. Because for most of us, we don't dream of work. We really don't. For the most part, the people around me also did not have a big passion or dream to pursue. You just kind of do what you need to do, basically. Find something you enjoy, tolerate, even, and then just do it the best you can, and then, through that, maybe you'll find something that you really enjoy. But yeah, follow your dream was such a complete and utter nonsense that I refuse to repeat to any young person. That is crazy. Moon Jae-woong didn't excel in academics, but he didn't let that define him. Instead, he leaned into his keen fashion sense to eventually start his own clothing company. Finding and pursuing one's passion can make life more rewarding. Oh my gosh. I would say this. It would be more rewarding if you really enjoyed your job. But even if you really enjoy your job, it's still a job. Work to live, don't live to work. That is 100% true. We're not here on this earth to work constantly and do nothing else. We are here to live and enjoy life. So I try, to the best of my ability, work to live. For a long time there, a couple of years when I first started working, I was living to work. Because at that point I had nothing. I was no social life, nothing. And I was just like, well, for a couple of years here, I could just kind of grind and save as much money as I can. And, I have nothing better to do, so I'll just do that. And then when I turned 30, I was like, what am I doing? I'm living to work. That's not fun. That's not interesting. I'm not going to look back 30 years from now and go, oh, I'm so glad I did absolutely nothing and I worked all the time. Like that's not a way to live. So yeah, I've really tried to focus on that. Work to live, instead of the other way around. Your natural talents may show you the way to your passion. Blech. Progress looks more like a rough staircase than a smooth upward curve. That's true. There will be setbacks. Min-shae dejectedly replies, I try hard, but I don't improve. Hidu responds by sharing a very insightful life lesson. Your skills don't improve consistently, but in steps. And when people hit a wall, they want to give up. Once they get over the hill or around the wall or over the wall, they'll improve exponentially, but they don't realize it. It's true. You learn through failure. That is definitely true. If you're not learning through failure, you better start. You better start. Use the element of surprise to deal with toxic people. Episode 4, Hidu uses her wits, a skill she gained from fencing, to outsmart a bully. A senior of her high school fencing team berates her for practicing fencing at night. Hidu walks into fencing practice the next morning to ostensibly apologize to the bully. Feigning deference, Hidu loudly exclaims, "You'd ask if I wanted to do so well as to throw you under the bus. Not at all, never." The bully fidgets uncomfortably, aware that all eyes are on the room are on her. Hidu suggests that they all train together at night so that the whole team can do well. Stunned, the bully refuses the unwanted invitation and tells Hidu she can continue practicing by herself at night. That's funny. Lead with empathy. Yeah. Hidu learns that the unlikeliest of people have the potential to be your best friends. When Hidu overhears a couple of students talking smack about Urim behind her back, she interrupts them and basically beats them up. Okay. That's one way to handle it. Urim, who also happened to overhear the conversation, is shocked and touched to see Hidu defend her. She begins to sob uncontrollably and apologizes for acting so mean towards her. That's nice. Figure out what your priorities are and realize they may evolve over time. That is true. That is 100% true. Show doesn't end with your typical friends become lovers, which may disappoint viewers, pining for Hidu and Yijin to get together. But then again, how many people in real life end up marrying their first love? Very few, I think. Didn't I look this up previously? Let me see. Percentage of first loves that marry. Estimates suggest that roughly 10 to 25% of people end up marrying their first serious love or high school sweetheart. That seems ridiculously high, doesn't it? Up to 25%? What? While first loves are intense, most do not lead to marriage because people often experience significant growth, changing of priorities. Between their teenage and adulthood years, yeah, people change a lot in those years. 1 in 4 estimate. Many studies suggest that about 25% of women marry their first love, often including high school sweethearts. Wow. That is way higher than I thought it would be. Research indicates that the percentage of people marrying their first love has decreased across generations, falling from roughly 70%. 70%? What? That's crazy. That is, I mean, no internet. You know, people didn't travel as much. Airfare was more expensive back in the 60s or 70s. Yeah, I suppose so. That makes sense, I suppose. Maybe people didn't move around as much? I don't know. That is a high number. Good grief. That's kind of crazy. Learn to let go sometimes. Uh-huh. I would say learn to let go a lot of times. Whether it's, you know, a fight over nothing, whether it's somebody who did you wrong, but you have no idea who they are, strangers. Better to just let that wash right off your back. Just go about your day, forget all about it. It's not important. What's really important is the people that surround you. That is extremely important. They can drag you down. They can pull you up when you need it. Boy, 98% popcorn meter. That's crazy. Pretty impressive. Oh, when life gives you tangerines. Netflix's new must-watch K-drama gives us all the 90s nostalgia with a touch of romance. I would say a pretty good touch. In the spirit of Valentine's Day, I decided to venture into the realm of romantic K-dramas, which I rarely do, but I was in a holiday spirit. I would say lean into the K-dramas. Lean into the romance. There's nothing wrong with it. Whether you're happily single, depressingly single, that can happen too. From time to time. Hey, it happens to all of us. Or you're in a relationship. I think, romance shows, romance movies are good to watch every once in a while. Especially rom-coms. They're lighthearted, but they make you, feel good feelings. Usually. Sometimes they don't have good endings. Let's see. Another strength of the show is its ability to make the viewer emotionally invested in the characters. That's important. Despite the engaging storyline, there's some elements where the episode, which is an hour and 14 minutes, does drag. The reason for the long running time, there are too many plot lines jam-packed into one episode. One plot line that could have been explored in future episodes is Yijin's financial debt. Since his backstory adds suspense to the plot, it would be better for his narrative, or this narrative, to be spread out over multiple episodes. Instead, it's revealed that Yijin's entire family has gone bankrupt, forcing him to live on his own. Now that his entire past has been revealed in the first episode, good grief, it kind of eliminates the suspense factor that could have propelled the plot over time. Still, the first episode of the K-drama is a solid watch, especially if you're a sucker for romance. Well, guess what? Call me a sucker because I love romance. Oh my gosh. Some of them just nail it, Roman Holiday. I would say the Notebook is pretty freaking solid. It's pretty solid. I know some people do not like that movie or book. It is quite the watch. It is emotionally charged. It's got the back and forth. It's got a little soap drama, soap opera-like factor to it. But it's overall good. Very good. There's so many to choose from. For some reason, I'm not coming up with any others. Why is my mind blank? That's not helping. Come on, mind. Work. Yeah. I mean, romantic comedies, sometimes just a good romantic drama, just a serious romantic movie is nice. Those are a little harder to come by, but they do exist. They do exist. 4 out of 5 stars. Has some truly heartfelt moments and successfully plays off the viewer's sense of nostalgia, which is, oh my gosh. Everywhere you look, there is a 1990s era show returning, or late 90s, early 2000s. It is nostalgia city out here. It's almost like everybody just collectively said, all right, we're done with 2026. We're going back. We're going back. Everybody, we're in on this. We're going back in time. Don't question it. Don't hesitate. We're all going back. Every one of us. No one's staying here. We're all going back in time. It may not be everyone's cup of tea at first, but the overall story does draw you in quite quickly. The open-ended plot lines definitely left me wanting more. And hey, if you're looking for a little romance, the series will certainly be worth the watch. Nice. Very nice. It's one of the highest rated in South Korean cable history. So it's got to be good, right? There's no way almost 12% of the nation's homes watched it and hated it. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. All right, let's get out of the feels. Let's rip them off. We're done with that romance stuff. I'm tired of it. No, I'm just kidding. I love it. I eat it up. I love the romance. What can I say? I don't know. It's just, I loved it when I was depressingly single. I've loved it when I'm in relationships. It's just, it is what it is. I absolutely adore it. It's fun. It's interesting. It's, I don't know. You can kind of put yourself in the situation. How would you handle these things? You know, it's just fascinating to me. Let's go ahead and jump into the Dan and Phil corner of the stream. The bookend, if you will. We have 2 Dan and Phil videos coming up. The first one is Phil and Dan again. And the thumbnail is crazy. The thumbnail's crazy. And then we have reading Dan and Phil's minds, which should be very interesting. And I don't know. Should I be scared? Maybe. Let's go ahead and jump into the first one. Hard turn here. We're going from romance and death and tragedy to this. Whatever this is, whatever you want to describe that as, whatever that makes you feel, PH. All right, let's jump into it. Phil and Dan again.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, take off your face and put your toes in your ears, for it's time for the Phil and Dan Show Part 2.
Game 2. The Play-Doh Challenge.
The rules of this game are simple. Me and Phil both have to construct some sort of thing out of Play-Doh. Before we make it, you have to decide who's going to do the better job. And as usual, if you win, good luck, and if you don't, kill your family and sell their organs for UNICEF money. So yes,
I didn't
I'm sure
agree
you're
to
wondering
that.
what the thing that we're going to have to be making is, and we've decided that what we're going to...
Was that in the Dan and Phil terms and conditions? I did not read it. Now I have to kill my own family and sell their organs?
to make out of Play-Doh is...
Miles Dyer.
Miles Dyer. So yes, write in the chat now who you think is going to make the best Miles Dyer out of Play-Doh.
I'm going to guess... This is pretty easy. I'm going to guess Dan. Okay? And I'll probably be wrong, but I'm sticking with Dan.
This is mine.
Okay, I feel pretty confident at this point.
It is, right. This is his hat, and these are his eyes, and there's his nose.
Mine is totally better, okay? This is my Miles Dyer.
It looks like a...
As you can see there. No, look, okay. There is his
You know
old
what?
long
I
hair
lost
that you
all
all
my
know of,
confidence.
And those are his eyes, and that's his microphone.
It doesn't look like a microphone.
I'm going with neither. I'm retrofitting my answer. I'm going with none. None of the above.
It's a microphone. It's a microphone. This is an appropriate Play-Doh construction of Miles Dyer, okay? Okay.
Who wins?
Okay, I think neither of us are going to be sculptors.
No, I think Dan wins.
Do you?
I mean...
I think yours looks like...
Mine looks like...
Yours looks like an alien fetus, to be fair.
It's like a dying emperor penguin.
So yes, if you thought that Phil was going to make the better Miles Dyer out of Play-Doh, then
you have to impregnate a walrus and sell the babies.
All right, I'm glad I did
Good
not.
idea. So here we are, our last and final event in the Phil and Dan show. What do you think?
Oh.
What are you doing?
Instant
And
regret.
the final game of today's show is the blindfolded cat whiskers game.
Basically, one of us is going to be blindfolded, drawing a cat on the face of the other person. Then we will do it the other way around, and you have to guess who is going to draw the best cat.
So yes, say down below now, who do you think is going to be able to draw the best blindfolded cat?
The blindfold is my Superman.
Let's see. This is tricky. This is tough. This is tough. I'm going to go with Phil. I'm going to go with Phil.
Clean. Say ready.
Ready, 1, 2, 3, go.
Right, okay, so I'm going to be...
I need to close my eyes.
Body of the cat, and the tail is like this. And I've got the other side over here, so that's the head.
Oh my gosh.
Ears, some eyes, and some whiskers. And a foot. And a foot. And a foot. And a foot. And there we have it, a beautiful cat.
What is that?
What? I think that could be so much worse.
That could be way
There.
worse. I'm actually
He's just
impressed.
bending over. No, okay, right.
It
no,
looks like a hunchback.
No, look, see, hat, body, hat, head, body, tail, and legs.
I give that 2
That
out
is
of 10.
not a bad cat.
It's the hunch cat of Notre Dame.
Honestly,
Okay,
he did
time to
amazing
wreak
on
havoc.
that.
Remember, you're not trying to wreak havoc, Phil. You're trying to draw the most accurate cat you can.
Okay, accurate cat on the way.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Where's your face?
It's here.
Oh, I'm not
I just
feeling
okay, I'll
confident
close my
at all
eyes.
at this point.
You haven't taken the lid off.
Oh.
Oh, I'm really not confident now.
Okay, here's some feet.
right into the eyeball. Oh my gosh.
It's a thought bubble. Thinking about fish. Okay.
This is your cat.
I think it's quite good.
Okay, so like we did with mine, Phil, point out to the viewers, what is your cat?
Okay, clearly, here is the face, eye, mouth, the body, the legs.
Phil, I
and the
trusted
tail.
you.
And then, what was this?
I gave
thought bubble
confidence
with
to
Thinking
you.
about fish. There's the fish.
Right. So, judging by it, I think
Oh
I
my
have to
gosh.
say that I think I drew more accurate cats than you did.
Okay, Dan wins.
So, anybody that thought that Phil was going to draw a
Oh.
better cat, you should probably just end your life because he did such a bad job. I mean, what the hell is that?
Okay, guys, so this is the end of our game show.
No.
Sad face.
But I never wanted it to end.
It was the best 5 minutes of your lives.
I guess we'll just end stream. I don't
Remember
know.
that if you want to see more of us two, God help you, that we can be found at youtube.com/amazingphil, and Dan is not on fire.
But remember to donate to Stickade, everybody, because if Miles and the team
I
reach their
trusted you,
target,
Phil.
then we are going
trusted
to...
you.
Sing a duet of Breaking Free from High School Musical.
We're breaking free! Which will be great.
Yeah, if you're subscribed to us, then you know that that is probably the most epic thing that could ever happen. And if you're not subscribed to us, it's going to be as bad as it sounds.
But yeah, we've had
Oh my
fun, and I hope
gosh.
that you have too.
And this is all from us today, so we're handing back to Miles and the team. Goodbye, everybody.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dan did a really good job on that. Did an incredible job on that. Cat. That was incredible. Link down below in the YouTube video description when this gets posted. Go ahead and throw it some much deserved love. Also check out their channel. They might have other compilations or videos or edits or whatever they do that you might enjoy. It was a cute one, indeed. Indeed. I could actually tell what it was. Like the head actually had like the ears in the right spot, and it was impressive. It was very, very impressive. All right, let's shift over to TikTok and check out a couple of those from Hard Launch. And then we will jump into the final video of the stream and also of the week. But we're sticking with Dan and Phil because why not? The members request more Dan and Phil, and I say, yes, please.
3 comes out, you'll be like, ain't no one got this.
I quite like being anonymous on the internet, and I will say I have had some anonymous accounts in my day.
Oh,
You cannot just casually say that, Phil.
I'm not like in my own.
That is wild.
No, I'm not sneaking into my own fandom. I'm just like.
I don't want to see that.
Doing my own thing on different websites.
Phil
You'll
had a
never
Twitter
know.
account where I don't remember why you started it, but
Yeah.
you posted one random tweet on this burner account, and it went
Yes.
like mildly viral. And then for a couple of months, Phil just started like tweeting hot takes.
I just like that.
And
That
he
was
started
fun.
like getting some engagement until one day you just freaked out and were like, I gotta close this down.
Oh, that's because I accidentally tweeted like new amazing Phil video on the wrong account.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Phil.
Maybe we're gonna make a new secret account.
On what website? People need to know so they can start hunting.
Instagram. Just look out for my cheeks. They're already out
Ooh.
there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when Pale Globes 23 comes out, you'll be like, ain't no one got this complexion. We know exactly who that is.
I quite like being
We know
anonymous
those
on the internet.
cheeks.
I will
You're not fooling anybody. You can feel the glare of the sun off those cheeks.
take it away, lads.
Hi, I'm Cal from
Hi.
Massachusetts in
Hello.
the United States, and I want to hard launch that Ribena tastes really good in
Hey.
White Claw,
What?
specifically
Okay.
the blackberry flavor.
What are we doing
Have you
here?
invented a whole new thing? Wait, we've got it.
What
This
is happening?
This is a surprise.
Oh,
Okay. I feel like I want to try that. But the problem is Ribena comes in this massive bottle. I wish I could find a much tinier, more manageable bottle of Ribena. That Ribena that I bought lasted forever. It took me weeks to get through it. I don't want to go through that again. I can't. I cannot. I need a little bottle, just a tiny little bottle of Ribena. Do they make little travel bottles? like one of those airline bottles of Ribena? Like that would be nice. Oh my gosh. I do want to try this though.
my God,
I bet
let's
it
do it.
does taste phenomenal. Yeah, the thing I suggested in Discord after. Exactly. Like, if I could just get a little, tiny little Ribena bottle. But the problem is the only one they got is like the liter or whatever. Just massive. Just thinking back to how it tasted. And honestly, my full report here is I really enjoyed Ribena a little strong. I know. Not surprising. An American who loves sugar. Yeah, I enjoyed it a little bit stronger than, too much water. So I would say my percentage was probably, it was probably close to 50-50 water Ribena. I think I would switch off. So I would go like 50-50 and then I would go like 30 Ribena, 70 water to try to like neutralize that amount of sugar. But it was so good. And while drinking it, I could see how blackberry White Claw would just be perfect. Make it a little alcoholic, if you want to really kick the Ribena up. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I've only ever seen it in like juice boxes at a European store near me, so it was already diluted. Oh, man. I gotta say, I do like, it would be handy to have the already diluted ones, obviously, if you're on the go. But I do like the ability to kind of customize. You can pour it how you think, and then you're like, no, it's too strong. Add a couple more dashes of water. Or, oh, this is weak. It's just water. It's Ribena flavored water. And then you're like, all right, add a little bit more in there. I like the fact that you can kind of concoct your own juice, basically. Yeah, I do wish they had the travel sizes. And that was just at the grocery store, local grocery store. They had Ribena. I was actually surprised they even had it, frankly. But it was a nice surprise.
All right, let's go. Okay, we have Black Cherry White Claw available in the UK here, and Ribena.
I've never had a White Claw.
We will never say a bad word about you.
Yes.
Where is the sponsorship?
Oh, it's the seltzer.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly, everyone.
Yeah.
Hard Mondays with Dan and Phil.
Cal, we're going to try your drink.
There's no way to open Ribena without it going everywhere.
It sprays me in the face whenever I do
This
it.
is the prank, right?
Yeah, get sprayed.
For the listeners, I'm sticking my finger in the golden rim of... Oh, my
Just pull
God.
it, pull it, pull it.
Wait, I'm just going to point it towards Phil.
I
There
did
we
get
go.
a bit sprayed in the face then.
That was good ASMR, though, wasn't it?
Right, glugger in.
We're doing this for science. Right, Ribena ratio.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
So we're going to dilute the Ribena with the White Claw.
For the Americans that want to try the Dan and Phil experience, you have to dilute Ribena. You do not drink the raw cordial unless you want to get high as a kite.
Which I did live on stream.
We're mixing. Okay, I'm going to give you my real reaction to this.
There's no way that this isn't going to be f***ing epic. Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers, bitch.
Ooh. Oh. That's good. No, it works. Cal, I see what you're cooking.
Cal, you fruity little thing.
It's like a mixed berry flavor we've got now.
And you know what this has completely done?
What?
Eradicated the knowledge that this is an alcoholic beverage.
Dangerous.
Yep.
So that we avoid steam.
Ribena is so powerful in flavor, it would completely erase whatever. You could add straight vodka to it, and it would probably just kill the vodka flavor. It would be dangerous as a mixer. I would definitely assume that. I'm kind of mad I didn't think of that. I was literally just having it with water. But now I wish I had actually like experimented with it a little bit more. But yeah. That was fun. That was a lot of fun doing that on stream. I enjoyed it. I love the fact that I was like, all right, let's start with like a really watered down Ribena, and then we'll increase the percentage until it's just straight Ribena. And my enjoyment went terrible at first because it was just water, basically. and then it was really good, and then it got really gross just by itself. Oh my gosh. That White Claw hack is brilliant.
New hyperfixation is Manuka honey.
It's not hyperfixation. I bought some honey and I'm like enjoying.
No, he's bought like 3 Manuka honeys.
Look,
Phil's like, I bought this honey. It costs £23.
They've been licked by the most premium bees.
Don't you know it'll cure all diseases?
Maybe.
Look, it'll make you 400 points more intelligent.
We both got a cold, and I was trying to do a nice thing and give you a spoon of my Manuka straight from the bee's teat.
You were really, really excited, and
Yeah.
I wasn't in the mood. Because I don't know if you have Manuka honey. It's kind of crazy tasting.
It's intense.
Like this bee foot juice.
So,
he's been all over the place.
Like a good nurse, I brought you over a spoon and I was going to feed you like a penguin.
Yeah, but here's the problem. I'm sat on the couch. I got my laptop on my knees. I'm minding my own business.
Yeah.
Phil, I have to stand. This is going to sound terrible.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What is this?
Phil, with no warning, has dipped a tablespoon into the Manuka honey, and he just accelerates right up to me and goes,
no.
Accelerates?
Dan, have some honey, have some honey, have some honey. And the fucking spoon of honey is overflowing, and he stumbles and he just goes, oh, and then
He's coming back.
Oh, no.
I'm sat there and I'm just like, what the are you doing?
Yeah, I globbed it all over his hand and his laptop.
It dropped out of the air.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
just saw this honey falling from the sky directly into my MacBook keyboard.
I'm sorry.
No, this isn't happening. So I just went, and I caught it in my hand, and this fucking honey just went all over my hand. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I just thought you wanted some honey. Ask.
I should probably ask before putting it in your mouth.
Why did you approach from still sticky?
That sounds bad.
That ending was pre-hard launch. That ending was wild.
Over my hand. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I just thought you wanted some honey. Ask.
I should probably ask before putting it in your mouth.
Why did you approach?
The face after saying that is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, let's jump into the final video of the week. It is. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. I appreciate you being here. Reading Dan and Phil's minds, it is Kick the PJ. Let's go ahead and jump in, shall we? What's going to be in there? I don't know. I'm interested in finding out what's going around and rattling around in Phil's mind. Definitely.
You mad lad?
My mind just
Scrunched everywhere.
Oh my god.
The mind is a complex and fascinating beast. Everybody has one, and it has been told that telepathic links between one another is entirely possible. Today, I aim to prove that theory. Myself, Sophie, Dan, and Phil are going to be playing a game together called The Mind. Using absolutely no words and no gesticulated hints, we must play cards in numerical ascending order. The deck of cards we have ranges from 1 all the way to 100. Each round we get dealt a hand of cards to play, and we have to play them in the correct order with absolutely nothing to go off. Nothing but the vibes of the room. If we all agree, we can spend a shuriken so everybody discards their lowest numbered card, so it gives people a little bit more information to work with. Can the bonds of our friendship help us to get through 8 rigorous levels? Or will we lose all of our lives and be ultimate bozos forever?
Maybe.
Let's find out.
Mind.
Welcome, fellow brainlets.
How are your minds feeling?
Sharp, round.
Are we feeling connected?
Sharp, round.
What if we all say an animal, and if we say one of the same animals, then that means we're connected.
Okay.
Ready?
Well, hold on, I need to tune in. Okay.
Starting off strong.
3, 2, 1. Owl.
Orangutan. Oh. Wait, what did you guys say?
Owl.
Boar.
Boar?
Orangutan. I think that says a lot about us.
So we're not that connected.
But that's okay.
The psychology of people here. Phil is chaotic. He might go from 1 to 99. I might go 1 to 3.
PJ is also in the chaos.
Am I chaos?
Yeah.
PJ is someone where
I'm anti-chaos.
if you think you know what he's doing, think the opposite.
We're working as a team.
If you want to talk, Dan, you retract your arm at this very moment.
Calm it down.
As a reminder, if you wish to talk, hand on the table. Okay. Everybody?
Hello.
3, 2, 1.
Mind. Oh! Oh, Sophie, you rushed in there. That was close. You would have lost the whole game for all of us. We'd have been dead in the fire.
Shut the f up! Is your hand on the table? I did not put it down. I gestured a sent.
Guys, yeah, falling apart. This was a tremendous start.
It was great.
It was a tremendous start.
We've got this.
Relationships
Okay.
are built and broken.
Reset.
Dan is so fast with that. It's crazy.
You wish to talk?
Just wanted to say hi.
You are ruining the synapse smell.
We each have one card left. Let's smash this.
Let's smash this rabbit.
3, 2, 1.
That's Dan being too cautious.
We do lose a life.
Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, I felt that. 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
Yes. Okay.
Meld.
We were in
Meld.
sync.
What animal did you say again at the start?
97.
No, what animal?
97, my favourite animal.
97.
Zebra.
Mine's
Zebra. So maybe
100.
the owl and the zebra are more alike than we
Ken.
think.
The bull and the orangutan fucking hate each other. They are not
The
friends.
common enemy, actually. 3, 2, 1. Silence.
Oh, I am a
Silencio.
Oh!
Wow.
That was a lot.
Are we back in the room?
I'm shaken.
15, 16.
25.
34.
37.
45. 48.
53. 65.
We did it! We're melding.
Solid.
Our minds are
Solid
so
work.
connected.
Good. Yeah, that was quite a
Very
tingly one at the
warm.
start, wasn't it?
Yeah. No more tingles. I don't want any more tingles.
Interesting.
Okay.
Nice,
What an
smooth
interesting
sailing.
game.
This is where the real
Everybody
game
shut
begins.
up.
Everybody.
Mine.
1. Fine.
Boy, if this was a drinking game, it would be getting considerably harder as it went on.
21.
11.
18, 19.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Dan's so
11.
cautious.
It's okay.
I can
You
Videos
letting
are such a
PJ
struggle for
creep
Phil.
that close?
PJ was a cautious.
Yeah, look.
Right, we're hanging on by a thread, guys.
Oh, God.
A spectral thread.
We're gonna win. It's fine. I've got that out of my sister.
3, 2, 1.
Mine.
21.
24.
$32. 35.
36.
It is both hilarious and
45.
impressive for sure.
46. No, it's 49.
Counting with Phil.
I really thought that was 47.
My life just flashed before my eyes.
We're still safe. We're in.
What's up, Fairy?
You mad lad!
My mind just scrunched.
Scrunched everywhere.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Okay. 61.
It's amazing they
Okay,
can't
H2.
they can't stop talking. Silence is difficult.
91.
95.
Oh, we're still in the game.
Our minds are so connected.
And we get another life.
Oh my
back.
god. We're almost a cat again.
With a leg of a cat. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
6.
9.
69.
Ew.
12. 14.
16.
17.
You gotta be quick
21.
with it.
26.
Ah, 25.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
One away.
Yeah, but where was the displayed centre?
We're back down to our last life, but
It's fine. I thrive on the precipice.
Everybody ready?
Right, I'm really here.
3, 2, 1. Mine.
40.
Sure,
That's quite the jump.
Now it's
Yeah, I'm feeling like we're all a bit weird.
Yeah. Okay, everybody throw your lowest card. 51.
68.
75.
3, 2, 1.
$74.
79. 89.
90.
91.
Life comes at you
Lane.
back.
Oh my God.
Dear God.
Are we playing
That
the
was
Legend
so
of Zelda
close.
right now? Because holy shit.
The link.
I love Dan's yelling Phil's name in
NSYNC.
frustration.
Don't be over eager.
That's
Whatever
awesome.
you do not sever the mental link.
Remember our friendship and how far it's come.
3, 2, 1. Bomb.
Fail.
4.
Oh, good one.
Shuriken.
Should we
Shuriken?
shuriken? Yeah.
Shuriken.
I feel like we're in a weird
Shuriken.
space.
We're with me and Sophie have not melded.
All right, everybody throw down your lowest card.
25.
36.
9.
Fail.
Okay, I feel a little bit more confident
Oh,
now
okay.
knowing that that's what we were all working with.
This would be fun. I like this.
20.
There's not a ton to think
23.
about. You're just trying to connect.
26.
Do we dare? Is it too soon to do another
I think we have
shuriken?
to.
Shuriken again?
We do
'Cause
get
if
another
we-
shuriken after this.
If we win this, we
Yeah.
get another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to pass this one, otherwise we all die.
45.
41.
46.
Fuck off.
Oh my gosh.
Disgusting behaviour.
Brutality.
That feels
Oh,
like a
that
good
would have been
shuriken.
an
the most
instant
efficient
fail.
shuriken of all time.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Venture forth into the mind. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Christ, these guys. 65.
Oh, 58.
64.
67. I was just going to go after Sophie. We died.
Oh, man.
That was too holdy backy 58.
I knew the minute I put it down, I felt like this was not the right chance.
So Sophie was a super eager beaver, is what we're saying.
Yeah, Sophie was a
And I
mega
was a
beaver.
slow Loris.
Now that our minds are pretty linked, do we want to try another round?
We've lubed up our lobotomies.
Can we just
Okay.
stop lube?
Stop lube.
We've
Let's just
increased
scratch
the
out
removal of our brain.
Okay, Phil.
Coastal.
Bactal.
Squirtle,
Brain.
Bulbasaur.
Thank you.
Back to level 1. Look at us. The walk of shame. Back to
Level
level 1.
one.
If we lose, a wrecking ball is going to come through the wall and destroy us.
Okay.
With Miley Cyrus attached to it.
Miley. I didn't know you were in town.
5.
6.
Oh!
The facial expressions in this game are amazing.
14.
Shit.
12. Oh, no!
3, 2, 1.
Jump.
63.
69.
Nice.
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 73.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
An early hiccup, but you know, that happens to everyone.
I should have been more confident. Story of my life. We need like a few seconds of silence.
Connecting.
Just
We want
connect.
everyone go like this.
Yeah.
Oh!
We are the shuriken.
We are.
We are the shuriken.
What? Oh.
10.
Oh no, 8. We can't do it.
Can you express
I'm
interest?
not taking-
At least Sophie was like, hey, I've got a card that may be in play here, and you're like,
Yeah.
The link hath been severed.
Got one more life.
One life
Been here
remains.
before.
15.
Are you trying to communicate, or is your hand just on the table?
I'm just resting.
Okay. $28.
29.
Oh! Delicious.
You should get an extra.
There was actually a cat in the back, and I didn't want to rob you of that, so I had to pause it. There you go. I was literally sitting in the way.
Oh, delicious. You should get an extra life for doing that.
Everybody keep calm.
Fuji, great name.
Okay. 37.
For the fact that we have one life.
Shuriken.
We're on level 2.
I've got a strong feeling Sophie's next, but okay, Shuriken.
I think Shuriken.
60.
59.
Knew it!
Wait.
Knew it!
56.
Oh.
What do you mean?
83. Just in case.
DJ is trying to set the frickin' table on fire.
83, just in case anyone was wondering.
80.
Oh, 86.
Whoa!
Mine.
If we can manage to get through
Nice.
level 3, we get another life, which would be huge for us.
That would be substantial.
We might also lose a
Good
life
thing.
during level 3, which would be terrible, because
Yeah.
then the game is over.
Oh, really?
Okay, 3,
4.
23.
Is that 18?
Oh no!
Domestic incident, right?
No. Are we dead? Are we doing?
We are dead.
Ceremonially.
I would like
It's
to
so
propose.
funny. I love
We're
Dan
also
freaking out
cautious.
over
I
this
think we
film.
should play a round where we
Always
just
funny.
bam, 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 play.
Sonic round.
No hesitation.
Yeah.
Sonic speed.
Loosen your organs.
Yeah, my pancreas is detached.
Feel
Feel it and play. Release your rings. Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
20.
19.
Oh!
Speed round.
Immediately.
Speed round.
Yeah, but you went in! God forgive me.
Speed round commences
Brain cells
20.
shaking.
Okay?
20.
3, 2, 1, go.
Zonk.
48.
51.
We've lost.
Speed round!
You all have no. I'm sorry. You can't say speed round. Every person
Speed
around
round.
here hesitates the whole
Number
time.
that's like 20 over the last
It's a
card.
speed round when you're wrong and slow.
Should we start again?
No, that's
Keep
it.
going. Magic might happen.
Right.
17.
72.
Whoa.
Okay, good.
Okay, right. We've got past level 1.
That went just as well as I think it could have done.
How many lives have we got?
One.
Excellent.
We have one life
Excellent.
remaining.
1 life remaining.
That's how we live.
Just like Sonic.
Yeah.
This is our last ring, everybody.
I believe in all of this.
Speed round.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they have as well the 7 dwarfs behind Dan and Phil over there.
I believe in all of this.
Speed round. Commence. Go. 23.
27.
32.
That was good.
Speed round.
59.
Yeah.
70.
72.
68.
Oh!
That wasn't me.
Speed round, Dan. Speed round.
Speed round.
We are dead. I also had 99. Let's. Let us decompress. What do we think?
I think we did mid.
We got to level 5.
Level
Yeah,
5 was good.
Out of 8.
So
That's
there's a
impressive.
moment when we were like, yeah, we're
We did
playing
some
with.
spicy consecutive moments.
We're like rabbits in the mist.
Wise as a hare.
Ultimately,
We
the
became
tortoise is the victor.
What do you think, Peach?
I think. Shuriken. Shuriken.
Speed round, baby!
Honestly.
Dan wins that acting award.
Excellent.
Again.
That is so fun.
That is the mind. At a glance, it may seem like we're just playing cards randomly without a strategy. And yes, sometimes there's definitely elements of that, but the beauty of this game is gathering information through body language. And when it's working and people are slamming down numbers one after another consecutively, it is very satisfying. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I also filmed a video with Dan and Phil for their gaming channel where we told some very spicy lies.
I smashed the birthday cake on my way out, I pinned the tail on the donkey, and then I had sex with the mum.
A few more PJ videos coming in the future.
So make sure to
Nice.
check that out as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I just thought goodbye really hard. Did that come through at all, or
No.
it didn't? Okay.
It happens. It happens. Oh my gosh. That was really good. That game looks so fun, doesn't it? Problem is you need that many people to play. You can't play that by yourself. Who are you faking with, you know? You need somebody else, at least one person. That'd be kind of interesting. It's almost like a you know how they have those BuzzFeed, well, formerly BuzzFeed articles where it was like relationship tests or quizzes. You just play the mind and you can see if you meld your minds and are able to play it and beat the game, then you're like, oh, okay, I guess we're compatible. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Also check out the channel, of course. Might have other videos, will have other videos that will interest you. I'm just going to guarantee it at that point. I played this game. It's crazy. Oh, that looks so fun. I am jealous. I might look for it. Someone on Twitter said PJ kind of looks like he could be Dan and Phil's son. Dan's curls and Phil's eyes. I'm dead. That's so funny. It would also be hard to play this game with strangers. It would. It would indeed. Oh my gosh. Dan and Phil's son. That is kind of works. Kind of works. That's a weird one, but it works. All right, let's pull up some recent TikToks from Dan and Phil, and then we will get you out of here so you can enjoy your weekend.
In life, I know one person didn't like me very much, and I was like, hey, do you want to hang out? And they ghosted me twice.
Get f***ing wrecked. Was this 25 years ago?
Yeah, and it still annoys me.
I wanted to trade you my Blastoise.
I wanted to. It wasn't that long ago.
Okay. I do think that people just need better conflict resolution skills, though.
I can therapize
True.
anyone. I can fix it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what would you say?
I would say,
Pick a side.
look,
Pick that one person, exile them from the
we
group.
all want to go to Marbella. Susan
PJ's dill.
cannot be the reason that half of us are not coming.
Yeah.
Can we just sit down and talk
And
about
kill her.
what?
Dispose of the body.
We're not killing her and disposing the body down.
Not good.
Solve the problem.
We're going to talk about what the
Water
core,
slide incident in Marbella.
the core root of. There we go.
Not
Yeah,
a
we
good
can hang out with
conflict
some-
resolution. Murder.
What?
We've got the same hairdresser as Zara Larson.
Do we? Oh yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
Shout out, Neil.
Shout out to Neil.
Whoever the is changing this Wikipedia picture to this picture, stop doing it.
They've got beef with Wikipedia because the picture keeps getting switched back and forth. I went to look at our Wikipedia because I love our new
Killian
picture.
Premiere.
It's gone. They've
What?
removed it again. We're back to the old one.
I love how he said, I love our new picture. It's because they don't get Getty imaged enough on the red carpet. every decade they have that new picture.
Again. We need to go back to square one.
What?
I don't know why.
Are you fucking joking?
No, we're back to the old pictures.
Stop.
Black emo hair.
Everybody shut up.
Oh my gosh,
is
from
that?
VidCon.
2014? I
From
was 6 years
VidCon.
old.
No!
No, it's gone.
Oh my gosh.
Who did that?
The same person.
Who did that?
It's the same person trolling Zara
Oh,
Larson.
Phil, not the quiff. Oh my f***ing god.
Claw hand.
Why? There was a perfectly good. We went outside. Dan and Phil
Just for this
attended
moment.
Went
an
outside.
event for the
Justice for Dan and Phil.
I mean, we went there to support British film.
Gay people.
Go
and
watch Pillion.
Motorbikes.
But also,
We wanted a new picture.
we wanted a new f***ing photo.
Oh.
God damn it.
Can someone put it back?
We don't even look like that that is objectively an unhelpful image.
I think the boring Wikipedia rule...
This guy, do you think that looks like him anymore?
That's not me.
That does not look like Phil.
I think the problem is it has to be a royalty-free photo. So I think the answer is we need to take one of ourselves.
Oh my god, do we need to, like, hire the paparazzi on ourselves?
I was thinking we could just submit our hard launch picture. Do you know the one, the cute one on the bed? That could be the Dan and Phil pic. But then... that is royalty-free. Someone could just use it on a chlamydia advert.
That is
like
so
anyone
true. We could be the face of hemorrhoid cream.
Yeah, we don't want that.
You could do that
Perfect.
with those old VidCon
Perfect. That's what they were meant to
photos, 'cause
be.
ain't no one gonna buy that
They
product.
found a new
So when
calling.
you see an image of Phil walking through the streets of London with a contact lens on his finger,
yes,
titties out, Minecraft PJs out, that's us staging our own paparazzi pics for the new Wikipedia
That's
photo.
why... photo. What?
That's crazy. Going out into the public is monumental for them, right? It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Some of those initial videos when they were going out, like the hotel one that we reacted to here and oh yeah, the ghost hunting. Like those are unbelievably good. Like they need to go out into the public even more. You know what? They need to make the public sick of them. They need to just be, oh, that's just Dan and Phil. Isn't that? Yeah, it's just them. They're out all the time. Just completely flip the script to the point where you see them everywhere.
1 pound challenge proposal edition. Asda has revealed a 96p engagement ring.
Come on, Asda.
For people who might just want to get engaged but not spend any money on a ring.
They're doing it for a meme, right?
Jeremiah, the ring is back. The ring is there. It could be yours.
I'm going to say this. Who the f cares about gemstones in this economy?
I like a shiny
Aren't
rock.
we the generations that have completely
I like a
destroyed
shiny rock.
the fancy gem industry?
Yeah.
Because unlike old people that go, yes, I simply must spend. Imagine the boys, they're working at the garage and they're like, I've saved up for 2 months so I can buy the rock. I feel like we just don't care about the rock anymore.
We don't care about...
Not Dwayne the Rock, don't choke me out.
Yeah, I don't think we really care about big gemstones or ironing as a society anymore.
We're into steaming.
Yeah,
Would
we gave
you
up
buy me a
ironing.
96p
Ironing's
engagement
gone.
ring this Valentine's weekend?
I don't think you would appreciate that. You don't like
No.
jewelry.
What would I get?
I would get you a Haribo gummy ring.
I think that's the most romantic thing, you know?
You'd eat it and then forget about the whole proposal 2 seconds
Yep.
later.
Sounds great.
Don't hold your hopes out for that.
No. I feel like people are going to buy it for the meme and then propose with it as a meme, which I think is fun. Do it. Go for it. Everyone get engaged.
Everyone.
Not 98%.
Move on, next story.
1 pound challenge proposal edition. Asda has revealed a 96p engagement
I gotta find
ring.
this ring. Let's see it. Asda. All right, let's see if we can find it. Okay, just in time for Valentine's Day. Well, how about a actual video of it or something? Diamond, quote unquote, for just 96p. Dazzling gemstone and red velvet box for just 96p. Comedic rollout. The gem was also pictured arriving at the store in Leeds. All blacked out vehicle with security to boot. I'm dead. That's so funny. In a move that says, I love you, while whispering, I still need to pay the electric bill. That's funny. That is funny. Only 22,000 rings were available. That's so frickin' funny. That is so Jeremiah coded, it's ridiculous. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Summer I turned pretty. I wonder how long it takes to rust. Probably a week. A week. I don't know if you watched one of the Hard Launch episodes with that segment yet, but Phil has a segment called Here's the Thing, where he recaps the latest news. That's awesome. That's great. Oh my gosh. That is just something. Love it. Love it. $9.25 silver 2-count. Moissanite. Interesting. Positioned as a placeholder ring. I wonder if anybody actually did that. Legitimately proposed with that. Like, there's no way. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Brits happened, actually.
Hello, Dan and Phil here on the Brits Red Carpet 2015. We're getting ready to pounce on some celebrities.
And how does that make you feel?
It gives me flashbacks to trying to interview
gonna be
celebrities
rusty
that
before
don't
one
want to
gets
talk
to
to me.
propose.
I need the
That's
suspense
true.
accent. I need the classic Dan and Phil YouTube.
Don't wear it out in the rain.
It gives
That's all I'm
me
saying.
sweaty
Severe
memories
terror
of waking up stressed.
If you don't know, the Brits is the British Grammys. So pop stars turn up to it and stuff.
And
me and Phil, for how many years?
4 years, I think.
Hosted the online global stream for it.
We were the official nominations event hosts.
Correspondents.
We sniffed
What a
around
privilege.
dressing
Red
rooms.
carpet interviews on behalf of the Brits.
We were
And it
this
was
close
What?
to Taylor Swift's dressing room.
Leave her alone.
We were in it.
Yeah, in a professional capacity.
No,
not
we
in
just
a,
sniffed
you're-
around. We were like, oh, it's open. Let's go film in it.
No, we didn't.
Okay. I mean, we did, but it was before she arrived.
Did we?
Yeah.
What?
There's a literal video of us doing it.
Okay, so this is Taylor
Dan
Swift's
blacked out.
actual dressing room. We can ask her on Twitter if it's okay after.
These jars are actually filled with Taylor's rare collection of snakes.
Oh my
I
god.
have forgotten something because I think I committed a crime.
Right.
Wait, what?
We sniffed our candles.
And we recorded this.
Yes.
We went into Taylor Swift's dressing room and filmed ourselves sniffing her candle.
Yes.
Oh my
Before
gosh.
she arrived, we were like, what stuff she got for free? So we sniffed her candle.
Ooh, some matches.
They
and a scented
touched
candle.
everything?
This
That's
is
so
the
funny.
candle that she requested.
Maybe. What's it smell like? Oh, it smells good.
This is an invasion of privacy.
It wasn't
It
really.
is,
She's
yeah.
not arrived yet. It's just like we were fluffing the pillows. I'm not saying. I think a candle is
Getting wet.
sniffable. Think of all the candles in a supermarket and how many noses have been
Oh,
inside that.
don't think that.
Okay.
What's happening?
The Brits happened.
You know what I love? They got in there and they instantly were like, just touch everything. That's so funny. Cleaned too hard and found the original Phil is not on fire questions. What? Oh my gosh. Do rabbits get protein? Ninja or pirate? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Is your house still haunted? Dan's lawyer handwriting. It's brutal. It's brutal. Dan's handwriting is, yeah, exactly. Almost 17 years old. Wow. So real with them. Yeah, I would probably touch everything too. Can't believe they kept it for 17 years through like 4 house moves. At this point, it's an artifact. It'll be in some like Dan and Phil museum that you can visit, and it'll be behind like some glass to like protect it. Honestly, my handwriting is pretty bad. Probably not as bad as this, but it's pretty close. He's like, let me go ahead and put that back. Put that back where I got it from, actually. Oh my gosh. You know what? Have I kept anything? I don't think there's anything really to keep from here. I mean, at most I've done is taken screenshots of like certain milestones. Like first 100 followers or subscribers, first, I don't know, 1,000 subscribers, that kind of thing. Yeah, not much. Not much. Every once in a while I'll take a screenshot of something just to remember it, you know. But amazing as always. That was a fun game, The Mind. I need to look into that because I think that would be fun to have and to play from time to time and just kind of like. Plus, you know what I love is that you can take games and just make your own rules. You know, you can take the original rules, throw them out if you want. You can take the original rules, add to them, add your own spin. Yeah, I really like that about some games, and I do like. I don't like the games that require too much thinking. When I'm playing a game, I'm trying to relax. I don't want to think about, you know, all these different things. Sometimes I think about that, about the about D&D, and I'm just like, I don't know, it might be too much. There might be too much going on. I got to remember things. I got to write things down. It looks so much fun, and I love that. And it's really fascinating to, you know, watch and see. But I'm also like, that might be too much. Might be too much. If I'm playing a game, I want to just kind of like chill out. Have a drink, potentially. Enjoy a snack. You know, just kind of sit there, enjoy it. You know, I don't want to do too much thinking. I do too much thinking throughout the rest of the week. But, yeah, relatable indeed. Indeed. All right, everybody. It's unfortunately that time. But I appreciate you being here as always. Hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button so you can come back and enjoy all these fun little videos that we all enjoy together. This one was a roller coaster for sure. 3 of those videos were absolutely heart-wrenching, and the last 2 were hilarious. So I figured that'd be a good way to kind of go. You don't want to end on a heartbreak. That would be too much. Too much. I've done that before, and I'm like saying goodbye, and it's also like I'm saying like some stuff that's also like heartbreaking in its own way. But I try to like bring it up and make it like motivational. It's too tough. Too tough. Rather end it with Dan and Phil. Easy, funny, amazing as always. Yeah. Join the Discord. I'll see you in there. We have a stream coming up in April, of course. So definitely join. It's totally free to join. If you'd like to request your own videos, maybe you saw some and you're like, oh, I want this one on here. Check out toddreacts.com. We welcome you with open arms in the Discord as well. Check out the merch, of course. And I think I said everything. Hey, happy Friday. You made it through the week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend ahead. I hope it's everything you dream it to be and want it to be and more. And I will see you all back here on Monday. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. And yeah, see you in the Discord. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.